No, I want to go back to the character I spent all this time creating. That Toby said was.
Oh wait, did he really? That's not surprising. that is not surprising.
What? What does that mean?
Where's my character? My character's gone. That's not surprising.
No.
That is not
Wait, no, you had to
What?
have sent it to
What does that
Toby.
mean?
So Toby will have it.
Yeah, but I made changes afterwards.
Yeah,
Can
I mean, you
edit that
guys
based on
mostly
that?
need your sheets. I don't have them actually pulled up right now. I just want them for like
Yeah.
a quick reference if I need it.
Yeah, I've got my sheets all done.
I don't like OrcPub. I'm gonna find a different site.
You don't like OrcPub? It's amazing for free.
It's lost. So it's lost my character twice now, and it lost.
Did you make an
team
account?
points. Yes, I did, and I just and it just logged me out automatically. What the? I literally
Is it-
plugged into this.
Is it PepCac?
No, it is not. It is not PepCat.
Are you sure?
No, you newbie IT guy. Don't use that term on me. How dare you? It is not that. No, my character's gone.
Wait, what's Pepcat?
Problems between go ahead.
Keyboard and mouse.
Keyboard and chair.
Keyboard
yeah.
and chair. Sorry, keyboard and
Hey,
chair.
Huey.
Okay, hang on. I need to remember where everyone is starting as well.
Valen is with.
I'm at the pub, and everyone else is at the
Blake,
caravan.
you realize our characters have
an outfit.
very similar names, and we also look very alike.
Do we? I didn't see your
Yes!
character. I don't know what you look like.
You have the white
What is-
hair
Blake's
and
character look like?
blue eyes, right?
Yeah.
I have white hair and blue eyes.
Wait, are you guys loading your character portraits as like the icons?
To be
No.
fair, Tegan, your character is very different though with her skin condition.
Toby, I cannot
True.
pull up my character, and I pulled up Messenger to pull up the one I linked to,
Uh-huh.
and it's going to the old one that before I made the changes. The one,
Oh.
like before I sent to you.
Let me send
Remember,
you the
'cause
one that I
sent you
have
and it had like the
bookmarked.
funny name. This is aggravating.
Pepcac?
No, it's really not.
I can't.
I sent him something with like background information and like all the stuff, and the one that I'm pulling up now from that link
Mhm.
is
Not
Not-
that.
yeah, Toby, it's the one you just sent me. It's still called Howl. It didn't have any of the background
It
information
looks-
or anything.
It looks weird to watch this on camera. I've never seen myself do it before.
I have. It
yeah,
looks weird in
fancy.
person too.
Thanks for all the weirdness.
Toby, when you click on that, does it show all that other stuff that I had there?
I have... I think so.
Is it better at all?
Like your personality traits. I don't see your notes. If
fine.
you
Yeah,
had any notes, I don't
mine-
have those.
No, I don't have notes, but I had personality traits. I wonder if it's my cookies, because I did all that at work. I'm gonna delete my cookies in Chrome. How about that?
Oh. It wasn't me. I don't know who that was.
Who do you think it was? It's so hot in my house.
All right, so Brian's at the pub. Albert's at the outpost.
Mm-hmm.
Tegan's at the... Blake is at the caravan. So Tegan, where do you want to be? I know you said outpost or caravan.
I'll do outpost.
All right, so Albert and Tegan at the outpost. I need to get a notes page opened up.
Maybe this will help. Hold on. Oh no, that's bad. Better.
Your white balance though.
Yeah, my character is straight up gone.
If I don't make fun of you,
Ah.
then are we really friends?
Can I delete you? I think I can.
How do I,
I think I
delete
can.
myself from a conversation?
Now move yourself from the conversation. Oh yeah.
Dreadnought strikes again.
Oh, I need to get my dice.
Sinner's Delight.
Yes. Try hard.
Really good.
Dreadnought. It's
I
really
don't-
good.
I don't give Toby a lot of props for a lot of stuff, but Sinner's Delight is really good.
But
I'm gonna need to
Dreadnought's
go
better.
back and look
No,
through that
Dreadnought's
entire
stupid.
conversation.
Dreadnought's better.
No.
Yes, absolutely. Dreadnought's better. I came up with Tallywanker, but that's like a 3 out of 10 compared to Dreadnought,
No.
which is a 9 out of 10.
No, not at all.
Toby Wand Kenobi's not bad though. Toby
could've
Wand
gone-
Oblomi is better.
I see. I could have gone a lot worse, and I didn't. I chose not to do that, Blake. Way to go.
And we're
You're
not
welcome.
streaming anymore.
Doesn't surprise me.
I kid.
That's
I
gonna
kid.
happen a lot.
I know. I know.
Okay, I'm looking through all these messages. And Bri, the story of you and
You
your
know.
dad.
You kissed Googly to make them feel better. Y'all remember that, right? Like,
And his pancake penis. I was gonna compare sex to putting a quarter in like a machine, but I didn't.
It's more like a bill.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, quick question.
Yeah.
Is the money we have, is that going to be applicable to start here?
Sure.
So I need to
Bye, Albert.
figure out how much gold I have, because
I think I have 15. I don't have much.
I think you have to start out with 15. That's how much I have.
It depends on your background you pick and stuff like that.
Well, no, because Orc Pup has completely deleted my
Did you just
character.
break a
so-
glass?
No,
Albert?
I dropped the spoon onto my guitar,
Which
Okay.
then shoved the glass onto the ground.
which
So it's gone, huh?
this is the song of how I dropped the spoon.
It was a bummer because I had like
Tonight,
fun
yeah.
stuff built out into it.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
Apologize. That was my song.
I could have gotten more tea by this point.
Isn't there a Vine where they do that and the guy just starts screaming? He's like, I have a song for you, and picks up the guitar and starts strumming and goes, ah!
I feel like there was one like that about how college made someone feel. Like, I wrote a song about college, and then it's
Oh,
literally just them
yes.
screaming.
That's
You're
the one.
right, you're right.
It's your boy.
Skinny
Skinny
penis. No, he goes, it's your boy, Skinny Penis.
Like, he had to think
Hey,
about it.
Brian, are you using Orc Pub 1 or 2?
2.
Huh.
I like 2 better.
Brian, you're gonna cause me to lose sleep tomorrow morning.
He's got my character sheet. I mean, if he's got everything he needs, I don't think I need anything. do I?
You're gonna need
You'll
your
need to
character sheet.
reference it.
Yeah, you need your sheet
Well,
more
that
than I do.
sucks. You want to read it out to me? What I have, Toby?
Just
Not
send it back to him,
really.
Just send it. Or, no,
I
why
sent-
don't
well,
you
I
check
sent-
Can you
your
screenshot
sent?
it?
I sent you
Yeah,
the
just check
link.
your
Can
sent.
I?
Check your sent.
The
Wait.
link doesn't do anything for
Hang
me.
on, hang
man.
on,
It's
stop.
got.
I got it. Well, it did for me. But
Okay,
let
but
me
it doesn't for me is what I'm saying.
Pep
I
cat?
got you. Let me save it as a.
I just
oh,
deleted
this is
everything.
perfect.
I completely refreshed my Chrome. So it's got like no history, no cookies, no nothing,
Oh,
and it
this
still
isn't
brings
doing
up
it.
just a name, no points or anything,
Huh.
just the name Howell. That's it. Yeah.
Weird. I
I
had to
just
do
put
something
up-
weird like that with mine, too.
I have my work laptop. I just booted that up. I'm gonna log into Orc from here and see if maybe it's on there.
Try it on your phone as well.
Will do.
This is weird because I can't get it
So-
to print as a PDF. Like when I try to print his character sheet, it doesn't pull. Oh, it's because I'm looking at a blank one.
Pew, pew, pew. Pew, 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 pew.
I think I remember my point scores.
You look like you did something wrong, Blake.
I'm about to play Overwatch while I wait.
Okay, here we go, Brian. I'm gonna print this.
I swear I
Alright.
don't print it yet. I'm just starting a game.
I should have gotten more tea.
I could have.
I'm sorry, guys. Yeah.
Alcohol.
Oh, I have your alcohol, Albert.
Yeah, I know. Can you come over here and bring it to me?
Here we go.
I'm so mad.
Mentos, the fresh maker.
I got back to my house and was like, "Where's my beer?"
We opened up the fridge and saw it, and Kiki was like, "That looks good. I think I'll have one." But she didn't have one.
It's really
so
good.
I did.
I love that stuff.
It was good.
Yeah, I've had it before.
Very good.
You recommended it to me, Albert.
Yeah.
Okay, what we need in this 3v3 elimination is a Bastion and a Symmetra. Oh, this is great. Okay. Good. What's the worst that
You,
could
you
happen?
need
when
to
we
you
lose?
need to be like a sports commentator. tell
All
us
right,
what's
Brian.
going on.
I just emailed it to you.
Tanks. And Roadhog goes on the stairs and grabs no one. It was a horrible catch.
Oops.
Waiting for that to come through my email. Alright, Workpub finally loaded on my laptop. It's loading very slow too. There might be something wrong with the site.
I think it's just you, Bri.
Alright, I mean, I just tried from 2 different computers and I'm having the same issue with Workpub too.
Might be your
It hates you.
internet service. You've
Could
got
be.
that Google Fiber, right? Have you thought about
I
upgrading?
do.
It's
No,
that slow
Workpub-
internet.
Well, no, here's the thing is, Orkpub is a D&D site, and D&D is mostly neckbeards, and neckbeards get furious over stuff like people having faster internet, so...
Neckbeard.
It got really complicated all of a sudden. I should make my screen bigger.
It's still loading.
Sometimes when I haven't shaved in a while, hair grows on my neck.
Toby, still no email from you.
I sent it to Brian Hall at live.com.
I believe you did, I just haven't got it yet.
Check your spam.
Was it a PDF?
Yes.
Spam. Oops.
Check my spam. Nope, not there.
Well, here's what I'm gonna do.
Okay, yeah, I'm getting the same exact issue on my work laptop. Here we go. It has some stuff. Okay. Here we go. Got it. Awesome. Samuel Duke's character sheet. Got it. Yay. Okay. I'll be really quick. Oh, it's so tiny.
Oh my god.
Oh, no, Toby, yours is missing.
Is it inventory or stats or anything, or is it just background?
Yeah, it is missing the complete charlatan background. That's okay. I can look it up online. It's got my old point redistributions and everything. This is the old one. I thought you had the new one.
If you sent it to me, I don't know where it is. Did you message me a link to it?
A messenger, yeah. And remember, you said
On
is this
Messenger? Hang on. I don't
Yeah,
get notifications from Messenger very often.
No. I sent it to you the day, and you read it like immediately. You said, "Oh, you just made yourself in game or something like that."
That was the other day.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, I was like,
That was yesterday.
That's exactly what I'm saying. Yeah.
That's the only one. Yeah, that's that same one.
It's not that same one. It's missing. What you just sent me is missing a whole bunch of
I
stuff.
think you added all that stuff after we did that.
No, I hadn't touched it after we did that.
Because you
the
went
reason I
in
thought
and you added
said-
your like tools and stuff. Because we were talking about tools after the fact there. I thought.
Okay. No, I ended up not doing that because I wasn't sure how to add them. So I just figured I'd go wherever's in the background area.
Well, that's the only link that I got from you, so that's what we
Right.
got.
Yeah. I'm telling you, the link has changed for you as well because you had made some comments off my profile that they're not on that character sheet you sent me. All right. Hang on.
I mean, does that one, are the stats the same? Is the inventory mostly the same?
The stats are completely different. The inventory, I assume, is the same. So I'm building it right now.
Albert,
Yeah.
sticks.
What?
Sticks.
What about sticks?
Let's play.
Whoa.
Missed.
You mean?
Where'd it go? It's gone forever.
What did you throw?
Piece of paper.
That paper deserved it.
How do I make you big?
Do you guys have any other questions before we get started?
Are we gonna get started?
Yes,
Sorry.
we are.
Should I start another game of Overwatch or no?
Brian, how far are you? I guess that depends on how much he's got.
Already started.
Fucking fuck! It just
You missed.
I did.
Oh no, Jack is so upset.
after I added my background, so I don't want to do this anymore.
Here, use this one, Brian. It's fast enough.
Yeah, I'll just use the character sheet that you sent me. I'm just gonna. I don't need a background.
Missed.
I'm not using OrcPub anymore.
I'm
Okay.
gonna cancel my search then. Is that right? Should I cancel my search?
Yes.
Yeah, I just won't use a background. It's no big deal.
Okay, I'm gonna exit game. Alright. Okay, I'm gonna tell you in disc what I have set up so far.
What you have set up.
My 2 spells that I can choose.
Oh, okay, sure. Brian, how about after this session, before we do the next one, because we'll have a few weeks before we do that, we can rebuild your character in a different system or on a different sheet or something that's easier to work with.
Yeah, I can go back through it. I'm just not. But I mean, god damn it! Like I literally, I had set my new points and everything, and I saved it and went to do my background. I go back to my character. Everything's wiped to blank again. Everything's wiped to blank again.
Yeah, Tegan was having issues with it too. It worked fine for Blake and I, and we both used it in the past as well and haven't had any issues with it, but apparently it's finicky.
I ended up rewriting my character last night because I couldn't access it.
It's beautiful.
Can't do that anymore.
It's because you're
Getting
old.
I said it first.
You can just do this. Come back.
He's got a hobble to put in his catheter.
Mini.
I don't think backgrounds are going to come up too much today anyway, since it's just the first session, unless you guys are just describing them and...
I can just read mine out. Mine's really simple because I'm tired of remaking characters.
I was surprised you didn't reuse one of your old ones.
I did. I like it to be new every time, but I just am really tired of putting in a ton of effort and playing one game, you know?
Yeah.
So this was a moderate amount of effort into actual character building, but not really much effort into backstory.
All right, you guys about ready?
Yeah.
Oh my
Toby,
gosh.
do we get to see you?
You will.
Are you dressed up?
I mean, I'm wearing
Are
clothes.
you dressed? That's more important.
Well, you're being all mysterious.
Roll a
'cause you
d20,
won't
Blake.
Show us.
Roll a perception check.
Do you perceive my clothes or don't you?
This is the worst version of Emperor's Clothes I've ever heard of. Okay. Can zoom. Oh, Lord. Okay, that was a mistake. Okay. Amber Crest.
Amber glow.
Is that Jack behind you or Chloe? I can't tell, Bri.
Both.
Will you pet Chloe? I want to see her wag her tail. This is important to me.
Oh,
Look at her.
I like big cuddly dogs.
I like big cuddly dogs. I like tiny cuddly dogs, but I like tiny cuddly dogs who are also like independent. You know, not that hate people, which is Chihuahuas in general, but
These two hate people, and they're not at all independent.
But they still cute, so
as long as they love you, that's all that matters.
It's true. Okay, so I may have something to look up to. It's the old one, but I just redistributed the points. It still has my proficiencies, which is nice.
Are you up
Can't
for
see my
playing with
eyes,
it tonight, and we'll rework it later?
Yeah, should be fine.
Mm, ah. Hold on,
Where did
hold on.
Albert go?
Can you do this?
It's like peekaboo. It's like terrifying
Every time I
peekaboo.
Oh wait,
No.
can you do this? No, that you're just pulling your lip.
that's the only thing I can do.
I can only do that one way though. I
can't do it the other way.
what? Okay, it's not just me. Thank God. Okay.
I can do it both, like the lower lip.
Well, no, it's.
Yeah, I can do that both ways. I can't do the upper lip both ways.
I can't do.
Just do the one.
Because you can do the, like you're pulling a hair.
Yeah. Does it help if I do it on the wrong side? However, I can do the fish mouth. Ready?
That's not a fish. That's a beak.
I can do a beak.
Not you, Tegan. Is my fan still bothering you, T?
No, because
That's
your
why I'm
light is
sitting.
off.
That's why I'm sitting in a dark room, alone.
I mean, you
I wanna
could have
sit
just
in-
turned your fan off.
No, it's hot in this room.
I mean, it's also hot in my room.
Well, turn on the fan, Tegan.
I don't actually know if I can turn it on.
Oh my gosh,
Look at this super old remote from the early 90s.
I can't even. Yeah, it works.
The batteries in this are still alive? I can't open it.
How was that the first thing you checked when you moved into that room?
Well, it worked
So you're not waiting on
once,
me,
and then
right?
I couldn't get it to work
I
again.
was
So
letting you finish up what you're doing.
been sitting there.
Oh no! Like I said,
It's
I'm
got
just
a
gonna
holder.
use. I've tried to update my workbook twice. Every time I hit update, it just logs me out. So
Don't-
I'm just gonna use
here.
the character sheet. Just anyway.
Yeah, just use that one this time. I'll send you
No,
a
just the character
Google.
sheet's missing some stuff. Is the like I didn't even have my morality thing. Oh, I see it's at the top.
Hey, Albert.
But yeah, I'm good. We'll just use the
Okay,
yeah. Sorry, I didn't realize you were waiting on me.
you're good. You're good. We're just running into first time issues.
All
right, are y'all ready?
Yes, I'm so excited.
Yes, I'm ready whenever you guys are.
Yes, ready.
Ready? I have a D20. I hear noises.
Oh, wait, hang on. I need my notes. I hid them. There we go. Okay, perfect.
I will.
Are you guys ready? Your first adventure in Dungeons and Dragons?
I love it, Toby. When am I getting your wife's role? Okay.
Oh, I'm scaring the
Oh,
dogs.
that honestly scared me.
I'm good right now. Chinese. If you want to bring something, sure.
I love it.
I'll take whatever. Going to Hong Kong style. What's that one I usually get? Beef. Beef.
Wow.
Beef.
So, by the way, Toby,
Yes?
like, on my list, I've got quarterstaff and then quarterstaff plus 2. I don't know why there are 2 of those. It's supposed to be just 1.
Okay. I don't care. Just erase one later.
Okay.
All right. So, everybody is responding to a call for adventurers and mercenaries that was sent out by a commander from this little town called Lockfear's Launch. You're not really sure what he wants, so you guys have gone to the town. You're looking to make a fortune or make a name for yourself, or you're searching for something, or whatever's personal to your character, his own personal reasons, or her personal reasons for being there. So we're going to start out at this caravan going into town. There's a small caravan. You can see little horsey on the screen. He's moving into town slowly and slowly. And if you zoom in real close, you can see the token, or you can see...
Zoom.
Hey, oh my gosh!
Wait, are you zooming in? I don't see anything. I see my giant.
There, you see it? There's a giant leaf on the caravan.
That's me.
And this is Valen.
Valen Alsorna.
So describe your character, Blake. What do you want to tell us about him? What does he look like?
So Valen is half elf, white hair, blue eyed. He's about 50 years old, which in half elf is about probably 25-ish. He's covered in twigs and leaves and has a quarterstaff, and that's about all you can see about him.
Okay.
Aside from his pack, but his pack is on the caravan.
All right. So you come into town on the caravan. The caravan comes to a stop just inside the gate.
Ooh. Shut up, Tegan.
So I'm going to go ahead and put your token back in. So you're down here. You can see that. So the town is called Lockfear's Launch. It's a small town. It used to be like a tiny fishing village, and it has recently started to boom. There's all sorts of construction going on outside of it, so you can see all these little shanty towns and like a bunch of merchants set up down here where the craftsmen are. And then inside, there's a bunch of older buildings that are larger. They're more established, a bit more weathered looking. It has most of the basic stuff that a small town would have. A couple of craftsmen, like a blacksmith, a tailor, a leather worker. You see some merchants, some general goods stores. It has it has like a small pub. It has a big pub, and it has like an inn. And there's a little docks over here on the west side of the town that opens out to the ocean.
Okay.
So Valen, as you come into town and you get off the caravan, a tiny little dwarf, really round dwarf, walks up to you.
Hello, Brian.
So he walks up to you and he goes, "Hey ho, you look like you're new in town. What you doing here?"
How did you know I was a hoe?
You just got that look about you.
Maybe it's because the slit on my robe is so high. But,
On your twigs.
You got those hitchhiker legs.
hello, Master Dwarf. How are you today?
Good, sir. Name's Lyric. What's yours?
Valen Alsorna. What's going on today in the city? Lyric?
Well, Valen, I'm just hanging out here. Can't see too well. I was hoping to go to the pub. Where you headed?
To the pub as well. Do you want to come with me?
Sure, can you take me there?
You want to carry you?
Sure, like a tune.
Hop on.
Okay.
Are you carrying a dwarf? Is he even strong enough to carry a dwarf?
Blake, what's your strength? I don't know. 10. All right, roll a d20.
Fantastic.
Roll a what?
Roll a d20.
Okay. 17.
All right, sure. He's on your shoulder.
Yeah! Come on, Lyric. Let's go. Lyric and I skip into the distance together towards the pub.
All right. So the pub is over here in the merchant section near the docks. So as you enter the pub, it's a reasonably sized building. It has it doubles as an inn as well. You see a few different various looking people around, different races. A couple of town guards, some dudes that look like mercenaries because they got like the rough armor and the weapons and stuff on. There's a barmaid walking around handing out drinks and serving people and stuff. And there's a barkeep over behind the bar.
Okay. I'm gonna go over to the bar and order a drink. Lyric and I.
All right.
Can I talk to the barkeep from here? How does that work?
Sure. So you walk over to the bar, I guess.
Barkeep, a pint for me and my pint-sized friend.
Sure thing. 1 gold.
1 gold is kind of pricey for a pint.
You're getting 2 for 1 gold.
Okay, yeah, okay, you can have a gold for that then.
All right. So he hands
Still a
you.
lot.
He hands you
Oh,
2 pints.
Okay, well I gotta deduct that from my wallet.
We're
So-
real poor. We're starting.
Yeah.
So what brings
I'm
you to
really
town? You look
poor.
like one of the mercenaries that's been coming through a lot lately.
I actually heard there was some adventuring to be had here. Do you know anything about it?
You responding to the calls?
Yeah, that's me. I don't know about Lyric here, but I am.
You want to talk to Commander Rennick. He's in the outpost next door.
Commander Rennick. Anything else you know about Commander Rennick?
He's the guy. He's the guy in charge. He's sent here by King Ave to explore the new land.
Okay. Lyric, are you coming with me as well, or are you staying here for the pint?
I'll drink up here, shorty.
I like the oxymoron. That's really good. All right. Well, I'll see you later, Lyric.
So as you're getting ready to leave, you see a guy catch your eye. And he is... Brian, you want to describe your character?
Yes. My character's name is Howl Hallows. His last name is Howl Efilkir, but he thought Hallows sounded more colorful. He is a half-elf rogue, and he's kind of a charmer, and dark hair, gray eyes, and he likes to play games of chance. He likes to cheat, really. He likes to cheat.
Is this Matt Calthon?
You know what? A little bit, yeah. A little bit of Matt Cawthon, Han Solo, Malcolm Reynolds. All of my favorite characters.
Howl, is that right?
Howl, yeah, Howl.
Howl, not Howl,
Hallows.
but Howl.
So you notice that he seemed to be listening intently to the conversation that you were having with the barkeep.
Okay. Howl, are you going to answer the call too?
Yeah. I was really just here to make some money. Would you like to play a game?
A game? I was going to go next door to see the captain.
It's wise. We should go see the captain instead.
Yeah, probably. I like my gold in my purse.
But yeah, I'd like to join you.
14.
Okay. Oh, you know what? I should give you guys control of your characters.
Nah.
How do I do that?
Now move us around, Toby. You're in charge.
It's fine, yeah. Especially if we're in town.
Yeah, all right. That'll work then.
Yeah, move us around.
So let me get the real... Oh, no. I gotta go find your... No, here it is. No! Oh, what a joker.
I haven't done anything yet, and I'm already having a lot of fun.
Yeah, me too.
Brian, I am so sorry. It doesn't want to read your thing.
I picked a very
file.
interesting character.
I'm almost done recreating it.
No, your token.
Your token.
Oh, okay. Well,
Okay,
Literally nothing
so
worse that you've done
I'm gonna
for
fix
Brian.
this while I get you guys started on the next part. So you guys head over next door, and as you walk into the outpost, you see 2 other people there, but there's no commander or anybody behind the desk.
Is there
So,
a bell or anything to ring?
Albert, Tegan, would you guys like to start describing your characters?
Or are you in the? Are they in the outpost?
They're in the outpost.
Okay, that's where we are. Okay, so we're all in the room together.
So you guys are now in the room together at the outpost.
Okay.
You can go ahead if you like.
Okay. My character's name is Valera. She is a high elf, particularly a moon elf. She is around 5'7", pretty lanky. She's got white hair, very sparse eyebrows, some obvious markings on her face. though that's later. She's got a gray-blue skin, but she has the lower half of her face masked off by a scarf, and her garb is also very baggy, so you can't tell what's on her person. Albert?
You guys see in the corner of the...
There it is.
In the corner of the outpost, kind of in the more darker side of the outpost, you see a very large figure. He's 6'4" and weighs 240 pounds. He's wearing chainmail, and he's sitting down on a bench with a two-handed
Lady
axe.
of the Night. Okay, different. Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Two-handed axe on the ground with the blades on the ground, and he appears to be wearing chainmail with a symbol that's crossed out on it. He's also seems to be kind of twitchy and talking to himself.
I'm not going to talk to him. So, okay, while we're waiting in this room together.
Yeah, so do you talk to each other? Do you just sit there and wait?
Yeah.
We're wasting time?
Yeah, you're wasting time. This is a chance for you guys to meet each other.
Anybody like cards?
I don't think anybody would want to play a game with him.
Okay.
It looks very sketchy.
The most vicious guy. Hey, you guys got any money? So my character will walk in and say, I don't know. Hello, all. My name is Valen, and this is my friend Howells, who very much likes to take money from people. What are your names?
Valera immediately begins playing on her pan flute and says nothing.
What a dick. Okay, Duriel?
Hold on.
Duriel
I got something for this. Okay.
Oh, weird. I don't hear anything.
Duriel kind of knocks his head to the side and says, "Can we trust them?" And then he looks over to you and he says, "I am Duriel."
Hi, Duriel. This is Howell, and I'm Valen.
You want to dance?
Duriel, would you like to dance?
No.
Oh, Valera, you seem like you're a musical person. You want to dance with?
Don't ask her to dance because the music will stop.
Please make the music stop.
Are you both here waiting for the captain as well?
Yes, but he hasn't shown his face.
And I just nod.
No one's seen him?
No.
Is there a back passage is there any sort of walkway around the room, Toby?
No, it's just a big empty room. It's not like huge, it's like a large bedroom.
Okay, so nothing, no secret passageway.
There's like a door in the back, but it looks like it goes to like a little closet because you can see like the cutout of the closet in the room.
Okay, can I go over and open the closet?
Sure. So
Okay,
as you
I
reach
walk
out for
over.
the door, a guy steps into the room. Oh man, what a day! I could use a pint. Well, we got a full house today, huh? Are you guys all here for the call? You guys responding to the call for mercenaries or venturers?
Absolutely.
Excellent,
Wait,
excellent.
who is this guy? Do we introduce ourselves?
Are you the captain in charge of the quest?
I am Commander Rennick. Yes.
Commander Rennick. Excuse me, Commander. Sorry about that.
But we were supposed to meet a captain, weren't we?
Eventually.
He got
Because it seems suspect that we've met someone who's immediately introduced himself.
What's
to
your
us.
name again, young man?
Never mind. Don't worry about it.
Uh-huh.
You can go on.
Okay, so all of you is here responding to the call, right? You all here, you want to be mercenaries, you want to be hired by the army, correct?
Correct.
Excellent, excellent. So what I'm going to do is I need each of your names. I'm going to get you all set up with a boat ride over to the new land. We're here because we need mercenaries. We're having a lot of trouble in this new continent to the west of here. A few weeks ago, a merchant ship actually found a route over there and they managed to get back. No one's been able to cross the minor sea before. It's always been way too shaky, too rough. None of the ships that have ever gone across have ever come back. We never hear back from them. But someone has managed to scale it. This is a major event. Problem is, we started a settlement camp over there. And, excuse me, I could really use a pint. I see you have one, Valen. Can I have some?
Please.
He drinks.
And my character walks out.
He drinks.
Balin, were you drinking orange juice that whole time?
Yeah. It's got, it has...
back in with a brand new...
It has vanilla rum and grenadine in it. So, we started a settlement over there, but our workers have run into an issue with some monsters, some local monsters, and they're refusing to go out of the camp to try to build up the town, and our scouts are reporting the same thing. The military hasn't been able to find anything over there, so we're hoping that some of the mercenaries can go over there and do what we can't. Are you guys up to the task?
What's it pay?
I'll pay you 100 gold each.
Holy shit. Yeah.
I stand
What's
up.
the conversion rate on gold to...
How many gold per shroot buck?
You can buy a lot of nipples with 100 gold, young man.
Okay. And the conversion of shroot bucks to Stanley nickels?
I'm afraid we banned Stanley nickels a long time ago.
That's fair. Okay.
I stand up and I walk towards the commander and I slam my fist into my chest like a salute, and I say, "I'm willing to go on this quest."
He looks at you a little funny and slams his fist back. And oh, okay, great. Give me your name. Sign over here.
Raises his hand.
So as you're signing the paper, as she's handing you the paperwork to fill out,
Jeez.
he looks over at he looks over at Howl and raises his hand too. Yes?
I'd actually just like to know, is it just straight pay, or will there be any provisions? Like, do we get to have anything to help us on this trip?
Is there
room and
pay?
board?
Is that what you're asking?
No, I just want to know, will we be fed? Will we be fed?
There's food over there at the camp. You'll be given the same rations as the military soldiers that are over there. You're welcome to any treasures you can find over there if you find anything worth more than a rock or a stick.
Do you give us any equipment to help us?
Oh, you're a mercenary. You didn't bring your own?
I mean, I've got some. I just want to know, can I get more equipment? I think that's a fair question.
For 100 gold, yeah, you can buy all the equipment you want after the job is done.
Can I get half up front?
No.
No.
Okay, I'm in.
Okay.
All right.
So your ship leaves tomorrow. Be sure to be on it. Be there in the morning. Look for Captain Scully.
Scully? Okay.
Did Balin and Blair agree to this?
No.
So is it
But I
between you
will.
Valen, Valera?
Commander Riddick, is there anything special we should know about this before we venture off into, like, the unknown?
Since you're asking, rumor is that there is a monster over there that is scaring everyone. Soldiers haven't found it. Scouts haven't found the monster themselves, I don't think. But I don't know. You'll get more information when you get over there. We just get stuff that happens to travel by the sea. Over to here.
Okay.
Do you have
I'll
any
sign
idea what
up.
kind of monster it might be? Any clues? Hints?
The only people who have seen it are the workers, and they're not very talkative about it. They mostly just seem eager to get off the island, or get off the continent.
How many ships have disappeared on the way there?
Since we found passage across to there, none. Before
before
that,
then?
I don't know. That's before my time. This has been going on for a very long time. As far as we know, this is the first time people, any civilized person or creature has ever been over there.
Okay. All right. Well, I'll sign the paperwork. Taking my beer back.
And you, instrument lady? I'm sure they'd
I'll
love your
sign
wonderful
since-
music.
I'll sign since you need a civilized person to go across.
Thank you.
Valera the Flatulent.
She's really following me.
Okay, your ship leaves in the morning. You're dismissed. You're free to do whatever till then.
Okay. I'm
My
gonna
character
leave-
would love. Go ahead.
No, I'm gonna leave and walk through town. I'm gonna walk through the shanty town.
Okay.
My character would like to go back to the pub in search of people that like to gamble.
All right.
I'm gonna go to the shanty town as well.
Same one? I guess it's all the
Sure.
big shanty area.
And Valera would like to go to the docks.
You're just gonna hang out all night?
Gonna scope out the water.
Okay. All right. So we'll start with you, Valera. What would you like to look for at the docks? What are you doing here? What would you like to do?
I would like to look and see if there is any light source that is going out across the water.
Light source?
Perhaps a old lighthouse of sorts.
Oh, coming from like across the waters?
Right.
Okay. All right. Roll a perception check. So you roll a d20, and then I believe you add. I don't remember off the top of my head.
Whatever her perception bonus is.
Yeah, I don't remember what stat it's off of.
Perception is off.
It's like
I got it.
Dex. I've got it. Hang on.
Perception is wisdom.
Is it wisdom? Okay.
Oh, score. Okay.
And that's okay, so it's the wisdom ability score plus whatever I roll. Or
You'll
is
have
it-
a plus. So if you look at your Dungeons and Dragons sheet, there
Mhm.
should be a perception category
Mhm.
underneath like acrobats and animal handling, stuff like that. So you'll roll a d20 and then add whatever that modifier is. So if it's like a +3, you roll a d20 and add 3 to it.
Okay, so 8.
Ooh, Lord. Okay, you can see water. I'm sorry,
So-
Toby. I'm just joking.
Actually, so you look across and you don't see anything unusual. No strange
Okay.
lights, no extra lights. It just looks like a normal sea and a horizon out there.
Okay. Otherwise, Valera will probably be playing songs and singing and hoping for a safe passage.
Okay. All right. Well, then we'll go to Howl.
I would like to look for people that want to play a card game.
Okay, so you're looking in the pub for card goers or card players?
Yeah. Can I play a game with somebody?
Sure. So you look around. So you walk back into the pub and you look around. You see the barmaid's still there. The barkeeper's behind the bar cleaning some glasses. Barmaid's walking around. There's not too many people in the pub right now. You see a couple of scattered mercenaries sitting by themselves, and you see 3 looks like town guards sitting at a table over in the corner.
My character would like to convince the town guards to play a game of chance.
Okay. So what do you say to them? All right, do this. Roll a persuasion check.
You just walk up to
It's not that hard.
So you walk up and you say that, and one of them turns and looks at you and goes, "Yeah, that's what I sound like when I play cards too."
Well, you look bored. I'm sure you'd like to kill some time. Can we play just a game with a friendly wager?
So roll a persuasion check, Brian.
How do I do that?
Roll a d20, and then that is based off of charisma.
charisma.
Okay, hang on. D20.
Dear Lord, my charisma's a +6.
Okay, and then
Do you have a
one roll.
proficiency in persuasion?
Hang on. Sorry, man.
You're good.
Yes, I have expertise actually in deception and persuasion.
Okay, perfect. So you'll add your charisma modifier and +2.
+2. Okay. And I roll?
Yes. What did you get? Okay, they definitely want to play.
Hey, all right. All right. So I'd like to play a game of magic poker. I don't know, fantasy poker. What do you call it in Dungeons and Dragons land? What's the equivalent of poker? Poker.
Okay.
I can play poker.
Sure, we'll play a game with you. We usually play dragon dice around here. You want to try that?
I would not like to play Dragon Dice at all, but I would love to play a card game.
You have any cards? I'm afraid
I
we're
do,
all out
actually,
over here.
Yeah, I just picked up this deck of cards from the bartender.
Oh, excellent, excellent. Well, we know blackjack.
Blackjack is great.
Perfect.
So, would you like me to deal? I'm gonna deal. I'll go ahead and deal. You guys look tired. You've been drinking a little bit. I should be dealing. I don't want you to bin the bartender's cards.
Oh, yeah, thanks, man. What's your name again?
Duriel.
Duriel. Nice to meet you, Duriel. What a pal. Deal us all in.
So-
Boys, you want to put up some gold? So they all put a couple of gold pieces down on the table.
That's perfect. It's the first hand. I don't want to keep the bets low. Can we just keep it at 1 gold apiece?
Boy, are you? Yeah, all right. We'll do that.
So I deal out the cards. These are marked cards, obviously, and I've used like a razor blade to make shallow cuts in the backs of the cards, so I know what's there and what's not. I deal myself a losing hand. This is blackjack. I cheat at blackjack.
So get 2 d10s, Brian. Get 2 d10s.
2 d10s.
Yeah, and you're gonna roll with advantage. Do I have d10s? If I don't have d10s, we're not using oh, I've got d10s.
I also have proficiency in sleight of hand.
Okay. All right, so whatever you roll, add 5 to it.
Okay.
Or actually, add your charisma and add your +2 for your proficiency. We'll just go with that.
So, or pubs logged me out and I can't get back in. But my charisma is 17. So you said my charisma plus 2?
Your charisma modifier.
So 17.
Oh, plus 3. Okay.
Yes, plus 3.
So charisma plus 2. You said that's still plus 5. Am I doing that right?
So
I
my
need plus
charisma's at
3.
19, and I have a +4.
So
Why do
it
you
would.
have such high charisma?
I rolled instead of.
I did point by. Okay.
So do the 2d, do 2d10 plus your charisma modifier plus your proficiency bonus. And right now, because everyone's level 1, you get a +2 in everything you're proficient at.
Okay. Yeah. So it should be plus 5 total, right? Because I get plus 3 for charisma, and
yes.
I have plus 2 proficiency bonus.
Yes.
Does expertise not come into that at all?
It's the same thing. It's just so you get when you're proficient in something, that's it. You don't get like doubly proficient in it. You don't get triple proficient in it. You get just proficiency.
So my proficiency is plus 5. Oh, I see.
So that's it does it funny. That number that it puts next to it is the total that you add to dice rolls for that. So that's already including your charisma bonus and your proficiency for your level.
I got it. And expertise is a plus 2 on top of that.
No. There's no expertise.
Oh, we're not doing expertise.
That's not as far as I know, that's not a thing in 5th edition. It's just when you're proficient in it, you get a proficiency bonus. But the proficiency bonus is fixed based on your character level.
This might be a rogue thing then. For rogue, I got to pick 1 skill, and thieves tool or 2 skills. So let me choose expertise and 2 skills, and I chose perception and persuasion, so I get an extra plus 2 on top of those.
No, so that's choosing your proficiencies. You get to choose 2 extra proficiencies when you build your character, and you get to choose it from that list that it gives you. So if you got that proficiency from something else already, it doesn't benefit you to pick it again.
Well, the expertise you have to pick it again. So, I might need to show you my screen.
So yeah, let's take a look at it later. So let's
Okay,
go.
yeah, I'm
let's
sorry.
go for now. No, you're good. You're good. So
Alright,
we'll
so I'm
go.
gonna
We'll go with
roll.
this for now. So you'll add +5 total.
All right. How do see the rolls again?
Didn't you already add +5 with that roll?
I think so. Yeah. So you got a 20 there.
So I'm clicking roll. I see. I used to scroll down. Never mind. Okay, I'm done. All right. 16, 14, 20. Oh, this is gonna keep clicking it. My bad. Okay, never mind.
Get hot, Toby.
Yeah. Yeah. I got a little hot.
Yeah. What is
All right.
that,
So everybody flips over their cards, and you've got the winning hand.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
So they all look over at you and they slide you their gold. And they're like, "Good job, boy. Looks like you're a little lucky today. How about another one?"
No, I'm having a tough time here. I should get going.
You sure? You sure, Dealio? Come on,
Yeah.
stay a little while.
Delio?
the drunk. Doesn't even remember your name. I meant to lose the first hand, but that's okay.
Oh, why would you
no.
tell us that?
Oh. I'm just gonna go. I'm gonna rely on my dexterity and their or my acrobatics and their fumblingness from alcohol to get out of the pub very quickly.
All right, bye, Durara. Thanks for playing. Okay, so now we'll go over to Albert.
Okay.
So you're out in this shantytown area, and what you see around you is there's a lot of little makeshift tents, little makeshift buildings, and it looks like there's buildings that are under construction around, and there's like merchant carts just scattered everywhere. It's chaotic.
I wander around, especially in the alleys and stuff, and I look for a temple dedicated to Dormir.
Okay. So as you're walking around, you don't really see many temples at all. You see some structures that look like they might be the foundation of one, but right now you don't see temples to anyone, let alone, was it Dormir?
Dormir, yeah. I'm looking for shrines or anything small as well.
Okay, roll perception.
Okay. So it's going to be D20 plus 1, I think. Yeah, D20 plus 1. Got a 19.
Okay, so as you round the corner, you see this small tent, and there's an older-ish looking lady. Not like super old, but older-ish looking lady crouched down, putting flowers around a tiny idol.
I approach the old lady and tell her that the gods are dead. There's no purpose in doing what you're doing, and tell her to abandon what she's doing.
I'm sorry to hear that, Sonny. But I still feel Shia watching over me.
I try and intimidate the old lady.
Into forsaking her religion?
Yes. No.
Holy crap!
Into leaving the shrine.
Just scaring her away?
Yeah.
Is that better?
Roll for it.
I believe in my God. I intimidate the woman.
Oh my gosh. Oh, what? A 16?
So it's plus the 2 proficiency. Which is,
Plus your strength modifier, I think.
so it's
No,
18.
not strength. Charisma.
Charisma, yeah. And I'm proficient at it, so it's another plus 2. So
Oh man.
let me make sure.
You've intimidated this old lady.
This very poor old woman.
She stands up and stumbles backwards, visibly shaken, wiping tears from her eyes, and hobbles backwards around the tent and away from you.
I proceed to
Attack her? Just go all out?
to destroy the shrine.
Okay, roll. Just roll strength.
Strength? Okay. I guess that's +3. Should I roll athletics?
Just a strength, I guess.
Okay. Phew.
So add your strength modifier to that.
It's just 3.
So it'd be a 9 total.
Yeah.
Okay. So you take your weapon and you smash the tiny shrine into chunks.
Is there anything valuable?
Holy shit!
You look around, but all you see are the pieces of the stone shrine that she had and some flowers that she was placing around them.
That's terrible.
You did this!
Yeah, it's fine.
Are you talking to yourself?
Talking to you right now because you're talking to me in person.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Are you a bad person?
I'm
there.
I hear something in my head and I go, it's just a matter of time, and I keep walking.
Okay.
Shit, we're gonna get on a boat with this guy?
So keep in mind, y'all's characters don't know what happened. You're not with him. The only one who is in the general vicinity is Valen, maybe. But I guess that depends on what part of the shantytown he was in. Valen?
And how good your eyes are, Valen. This is no cause for humor, Valen.
So what are you doing, Valen?
I'm actually nowhere near Duriel. I'm actually just walking around seeing if there's anyone who is needing help. Anyone who seems to be down or injured that needs healing.
Okay.
There was an old lady next to me.
There was.
Oh no!
So this is happening at the same time. So that old lady is presumably still up there at her shrine placing flowers.
Okay,
So as you're walking around, you
the woman I see?
no, there's people all over the place, but they're like busy working.
Okay.
There's merchants walking around with carts. You look over and you see a small construction site, and all the construction workers are just kind of sitting around.
Okay, I'm gonna walk over to the construction and just ask what's going on, why everyone's just sitting here, and why no one seems to be working.
All right, so one of them stands up and he walks over to you and he goes, "Oh, you haven't heard? Shipments have been coming in less and less. We're short on supplies out here. There's hardly a full day's work left to do any day."
Do you know why the shipments aren't coming in as much as they used to?
We've heard there's been some we've heard from some of the other construction sites up north, some of the workers up there, that bandits have been coming in and stealing some of them. We haven't seen any down here yet. You might check with the foreman, though. He's the one in charge of all this.
Do you know where the foreman is?
Yeah, he's right inside the town's walls. You should be able to find him over near the blacksmith. He's got I think he's renting out a house over there.
Okay, I'm gonna go take a walk and try and find him.
Okay. So the foreman is back in here.
Is it his house I'm at right now?
Yes. So you come up to the house,
Okay.
The door is closed.
Okay, I'm gonna knock on the door and see if anyone.
Yes, come in.
Cookie
Does
Monster?
the door open on its own?
No, you can open the door and go in.
Okay, I open the door and start talking to the foreman.
All right, so you walk in and you see it's a tiny, tiny house. It's like the size of a bedroom. There's a twin bed in the corner. There's a small table set out in the center with a chair on one side that he's sitting in. There's 2 stools on the other side. And you can see leaning in the back corner are 2 thuggish-looking dudes.
Okay, I'm going to address the foreman and let him know I was talking to some of his workers recently.
Oh, what'd you hear?
I heard that you guys are having problems with your shipments.
We have. There's some bandits on the highways that have been attacking merchants coming in.
Have you guys had any problems with the waterways, or has it just been with the roads?
Most of our supplies are coming in via cart right now. They're coming from the forests in the north. Much easier and faster to bring them in by horse than it is to take a boat all the way down.
Is there anything I can do to help?
If you can do something about the bandits, we'd be forever grateful.
Are they coming into the city from the southeast?
Coming in from the only gate, boy.
There are 3 gates.
Oh, shit.
His character doesn't know that. The NPC doesn't know that.
Okay, your character doesn't know that. Thank you. So there's one...
It's a dumb NPC.
There's one main gate. How do I draw? So this is the main gate. We'll call this the south gate. There'll be a little north gate here, but it's mostly just an outlet. There's no highway, there's no carts or anything. It's just foot traffic. And then you've got the docks over here.
So how far out do the bandits seem to be attacking? Is it miles and miles away, or is it pretty close?
You know, I don't know because the merchants never get here. We've only had 1 or 2 people come in, and it's just been recent that the bandits have been coming into our sites to take stuff now.
Okay. All right. I'll get with my group and see if we're interested in helping. Is there anything in it for us?
We might be able to find a little something if you can prove that you've taken care of the problem.
Why are you laughing, first off? And
There's no gates.
It's a magic town. It's a trap.
Surprise, the town's a mimic.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm gonna take a step back and start walking around the shanty town again.
Okay. Okay, so what are you doing now with that information? Are you just going to wander around, or are you going to go try to gather people up to take on the bandits?
Well, my goal was to talk to my friends, or my new cohorts, and to see if they'd be interested in doing a little side work while we wait for the morning to come.
Okay. So I guess you go...
I'm gonna first go back to the shanty town because I'm closest to that, and see if Duriel is done accosting old people and would be interested in maybe helping another human being.
Are they humans in this city?
I have no idea.
It's a whole
Duriel
mix
is
of
other than a monster.
it's a whole mix of races. There's like they're all the
Okay.
humanoid races. There's a broad mix because it's bringing in the work and stuff, and because it's becoming it's not thriving, but it's a booming, growing town. It's bringing in a whole mix of people looking to make some quick money or start a new life or what have you. Okay, so you walk around and you find Duriel in the shanty town.
All right, I'm gonna approach Duriel and ask him if he's interested in doing a little side work until the morning comes.
Duriel turns to you and he goes, "Yes, there's honor in this."
Ugh, old woman dead. We move now.
I didn't kill her.
No, just her hopes and dreams.
She's better off this way.
It's a spiritual
Okay,
death.
so Duriel, would you be interested in coming with me and finding the others to see if they'd be interested as well?
Well, he asks you why. Oh, what you've heard.
Only that there have been some bandits coming into town, and they've been messing with the supply chain, and that if we try and kill or get rid of these bandits, there might be something in it for us, but there's nothing concrete about it.
And I say,
Any old women to kill?
no, I say, combat alone is reward enough.
Holy Lord! All right, Duriel, you can stay behind.
I didn't say slaughter. I said combat.
I feel
Duriel,
like
you
the two are
scare me, man.
synonymous.
Yeah, I'm actually concerned. Make a DM note that Balin is scared. Okay.
Valen will remember
Duriel and
that.
Balin will remember that. That's perfect. So Duriel and I are gonna go and see if the others are game. For, we're gonna head to the pub now.
Okay. So as you walk up to the pub, you see Howell walking out with a... I don't know. Would he have a smirk on his face? Would he be happy?
A mountain of gold.
Sweat
Pretty
dripping off.
pleased. Although, you know, I mean, disappointed getting fleecing for more.
Okay. So do you want to do the talking here, Duriel? You want me to?
You go ahead.
I definitely have the charisma here.
Well, no, actually, I have giant charisma. as well.
19?
No, because I didn't roll for my stats. Okay.
You know Beauty and Beauty and the Beast, Blake.
Beauty and the Beast. I've heard
So
of it.
Duriel is both Beauty and the Beast.
All right, so Duriel and I walk up to Howl and say, Howl, so we heard about a little way we might be able to make some extra money while we wait for our ship to come in tomorrow. Would you be interested in maybe getting rid of some bandits?
How much work is it?
It shouldn't be too much work. We should be able to get done with it today, I would hope. If
Oh,
it's
how
not
hard
done in
is
a
the
day,
walk?
we can just leave. How hard is the walk?
How far is the walk?
You want to know about how far the walk is?
I mean, is it in town here?
No, it's hopefully within sight of the city. They've been coming really close lately.
Okay. What's the pay look like?
We don't know yet. We just know that there might be something in it for us. I'm sure we can get any loot that we find is ours. Other
You
than
get
that,
on work without any kind of guarantee of pay?
I didn't say we could do the work. I just said that I'd talk to my friends about it. So if you're interested in maybe stealing from these bandits everything they've gotten from 1,000 caravans over the past 6 months.
I'm
That
interested.
look.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
And Duriel interjects as well and says, "There's also glory in combat."
Duriel
But
has a
there's
hard
gold.
on for glory. But if you're interested, I will talk to. If you're interested, I'll talk to, or look, we have to go and find Valera and see if she's interested as well.
Let's go. Let's do it.
All right, let's go find Varial. You guys, let's go to the docks.
Varial.
That's what I said, Valera.
You know what? Actually, I think I saw her walk into the pub.
I think she's at the docks.
I
All right,
hear
whatever,
music
Let's go.
coming from the dock.
All right, so let's go to the dock.
Okay, so as you guys approach the dock, you hear music.
Did you find the penny whistle though? Because that's
No, I couldn't find it. I couldn't find it.
Please stop.
Goes.
I compliment Valera on her amazing playing.
Why, thank you.
Roll for lying.
I smirk at Valera's not understanding of my sarcasm.
What are you guys doing here?
So we heard about a way we might be able to make some extra gold and help the town by taking out some bandits that have been attacking the trade routes. Would you be interested in joining us?
What do we get out of it?
Don't know yet.
This entire
we would at
party
least
is evil.
we would at least be able to keep the. Not me. We would at least be able to help the city. We would at least be able to help the city, but we'd also be able to keep whatever loot we found.
I suppose.
Duriel adds, "There's glory in combat."
Duriel goes.
Hey, Duriel,
"Grr,
thank you.
old people.
Valera
in
isn't
caravan."
isn't very interested in anything that Duriel has to say.
Harsh.
Okay.
Okay, so it's settled. You guys are all traveling outside of town, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
I'm gonna need a minute.
Sorry, was this not planned?
Excuse me.
Can we get some background
Um,
music while we wait?
Yeah.
Just not that.
Oh shit!
thing you
We're
said.
out of town. I should have asked if we could stop by the vendor on the way.
I don't have any.
It's all right. We'll hit him up when we get back.
I don't have any good music, so you guys are stuck with what I got.
Here, I got some.
I gotta go set up the next page real quick.
Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo.
So you guys go to leave the town and are traveling up the highway. Do you guys talk or anything while you go, or do you just walk in silence?
I don't know. I've been talking a ton. I'm pretty good with just being silent at this point.
Okay.
So Duriel, sounds like you're into glory or honor. Was it honor?
I think it
Is
was
that what
both.
that woman's name was?
I say, when you have, well, I don't want to say too much. So let me say, it is the principle upon which I was.
Okay, forget I asked. Balin told me that you were. Balin told me that you were bullying a woman at her temple.
Valen, see,
I saw the aftermath. Okay. That woman was
He
destroyed.
said you may have killed her. Look, man, I appreciate that you look like you're pretty sturdy. Like, you know, I'm sure it'll be great for this adventure, but I've got to ask, could you not be mean to old women while we're on this adventure?
Duriel has stopped listening to Howl a while back.
Such ridiculousness.
I'm just talking to myself then.
Valera will say something to Valen.
Hello.
Where are your people from?
What part
Your
of I
elf
don't want
side.
to talk? Don't you understand?
Is that's meter
This
than
is like
Duriel?
real freaking life. I don't know. I was actually raised in the wilds up north, so I'm not sure where my ancestors are from. But I was raised in Wildthorn, or Everthorn, the wilds of Everthorn.
Well, you look oddly similar to me, so perhaps we descend from the same ancestors.
Mom, is that you? Okay, the laughter isn't helping at all. Okay. Wow.
Orphan?
Apparently
That's sad.
I was unwanted then, as unwanted then as I am now. Apparently,
Absolutely.
I hate you.
Valera smiles.
I found the real monster.
Duriel says, "I hear the forests are beautiful up there. Do you miss home?"
Not really. I really wanted to get out and explore the real world because I stayed in my temple for most of my life. Actually, all I can remember, I've been in my temple. So I really wanted to get out and explore the world.
Duriel says it's sad. It's sad to have such a wasted youth. I am sorry for you.
It was actually really nice. I learned a lot about my craft and learned what it means to be a druid. And I actually really liked where I grew up. So no apology necessary. But thank you.
So as you guys are walking down the highway, you start to approach some ruins off in the distance. What order are you guys walking in?
Should I walk in front?
You are the biggest of us.
Yeah.
And I think I heard an old woman crying. So yeah, you're probably out front.
And yeah, Brian could probably be next to me since we started the conversation, and he's kind of like a close range combat person as well.
Brian?
Are you cool with that, Brian? I mean, Howl.
I'm okay with a little bit of distance.
Yeah.
What is your class again, Blake? Balin?
I'm actually a druid.
Druid. That's right, Druid. All right, yeah, I'll be kind of just to Duriel's right, a little bit maybe like a step back. Especially because he got weird with this conversation, and I'm not keen on standing right beside him.
Valera would be somewhere close to Valen, but would have stepped somewhat away when he started talking to Duriel.
Yeah, I get it.
Okay. All right. Feel free to reposition if you need to.
No, that's actually pretty perfect to me. I would be a little further back.
I can't make you any farther back without getting rid of you.
No, that's perfect.
Okay.
We don't need him anyway.
Oh, but I'm supposed to be on Duriel's right.
Oh,
Right
sorry.
That's good.
Okay, so you guys can control your tokens now as well. Yes,
Okay.
as Duriel has quickly found out.
I just
Okay, so as you guys are walking down the highway, you come up to these ruins, and you can see a few guys standing outside. And as you start to get closer and closer to the ruins, one of them gets up and walks into the highway, and he goes, "Whoa there! What are y'all doing way out here?"
Since I'm way up front, I go. We are here looking for bandits.
Bandits,
Very
huh?
direct.
I don't know of any bandits out here. Just some construction workers on strike.
Oh, what?
Yeah, I don't think so. Duriel, I'm pretty sure they insulted your religion, and
Take care of them.
I roll. Can I try to see and or do you, Brian? Do you want to see if you can roll for like a persuasion or something to see if we can get them to like tell them?
yeah. Hey, could the front guy? Can you come here real
So,
quick?
all right, so do this. Guys, everybody roll for insight. Insight is based on your wisdom. So everybody give me a d20.
Oh, that's terrible.
My org pub page is kind of good. I think I'm.
Oh Lord, not
Wisdom?
great.
Do you have your PDF, Brian?
Insight.
It's the wrong score.
I only got a 13.
Go with it for now.
I got
You
a
said
20
a D20.
Like
and
a
then
nat
what do we
20?
add to that?
Plus
plus your insight.
You got a nat
Plus
20,
your
Albert?
insight.
20 too, Albert?
I got a 19, but I got a 1
okay.
to insight, so I got 20.
Oh, whew, it's a good thing you had that
almost
plus
saw something
1.
fall.
I got 15.
Okay, so, Brian?
And
Yes.
Brian rolled a 6.
Oh, is that your d20
I
roll?
did. Yeah.
A 6 plus your infinite wisdom. Okay, so you
I
guys
have,
are
12 wisdom.
you guys are pretty confident that things aren't adding up here.
Can I use my persuasion to get the front guy to come closer, just so we can inspect his
Body for
construction
stabbing.
worker
Oh.
construction worker permit?
Yeah, that's what I
Sure.
said, I think.
Roll for persuasion.
Okay. My
So that one's all based on your charisma, and then if you're proficient in it, right?
not only that, but I'm expertise in it. I sent you a link. So
Okay.
so
Plus 5.
I have a plus 3.
No,
Hang on. I have a plus 3 for charisma. My persuasion is it's another plus 2 on top of that.
So all right, so
it's
roll it.
proficiency plus 2, plus 3, so it's plus 7 altogether. I promise you guys. I just looked it up. Damn it.
So he kind of looks at you and he goes, "There's no permits out here. What are you talking about? What do you guys need out here? What are you doing? Are you just passing through?"
Can I try to intimidate them, or are we done with the checks?
Sure, go for it.
Okay, I'm gonna roll d20. So it's a 10 plus 4, plus, yeah, so 10 plus 4 because I have charisma plus 2, and then I have not expertise, but I have a
Proficiency.
proficiency in it. So it's 14.
Okay, so the guys behind him look visibly shaken, and he steps back a little bit and he goes, "Okay, all right. So here's the deal. No need to get out of hand here. So the foreman back in town hasn't been paying us too well, so we took to going on strike. Well, we started running out of supplies and food and whatnot, and he's been pulling more people into work and just replace us. So we've been making sure to ransack his carts as they come in and turn merchants back the other way so he can't finish his construction until he talks with us.
I start removing my weapon.
Oh no. No. Okay, I have a persuasion check.
Valera doesn't like that.
Okay, I have a persuasion check.
Valera will remember that.
Okay, so what's your name?
The construction guy?
Yes. PPOP.
Bob.
Bob, would you be interested in coming back
builder?
with us and maybe talking to the foreman and getting this taken care of? Or are we just gonna have to kill you?
Is he looking to talk? Last time we tried to talk with him, he chased us away with those thugs of his.
I'm sure with us by your side, we could get him to talk.
All right, so roll persuasion.
Me?
Yes.
Okay. Uno momento. It's a lot. It's a +6. Oh, it's a nat 20 +6.
Okay, so he pretty much saddles right up alongside you. He's like, all right, let's get this over with. My boys are starving.
Okay, so
Keep me away from that big guy.
Albert gave me a +20.
What?
Wow. Okay, that's amazing. I'm okay with that.
So here's the thing, you have been robbing carts, which is not cool. I think, when we take them to town, there's going to be some issue with the guard. But if you'll give us half of what you've taken already, I won't say a word.
Of course you do. I'm not involved.
He turns and looks at Valen.
I'm not involved. No, I'm not leader of this party.
So you're nat 20.
I'm just the persuader.
He looks at Brian. Brian, roll persuasion. Roll persuasion for that.
Yeah, beat my nat 26 and you can do it.
21.
Well, he doesn't have to beat it.
So he looks at you and he goes, well, there's not much inside, but you're welcome to whatever is in there.
I'll take whatever's in there.
So are you going in the ruined tower there?
Yeah. Valera, would you like to come with me?
I don't want to leave.
It's free stuff, Valera.
Panel. I don't.
He
care.
looks scared. He's standing a little closer to Valen now.
It's free real estate.
Valera would like to stay with them because she is very concerned about Juriel almost pulling out his weapon on these.
Yeah, I'll go by myself into the tower. But
Okay.
Hey, you guys, whatever's in there, if you're not coming with me,
All right, I'm not going in.
Okay, so
towards the tower.
all right, so both of you roll perception. You guys go inside, roll perception.
What is that? What's perception again? Wisdom.
D20 plus your
I have a
No,
0.
I'm sorry. Roll investigation. We haven't done that one yet.
Oh.
What is the investigation?
Ooh,
It is intelligent.
I have a proficiency in investigation.
Investigation?
too.
I do not.
But the ones that are important.
I got a 20.
You got a D20.
Okay, well,
Do I even need to roll?
Wow. Okay.
No, that's okay, Albert. You can just trust me to point out what
No,
I
no, you
think
don't need to
I'm
roll.
gonna
You're
go ahead
good.
and roll.
You're good.
That's terrible.
If one of
Let's
you
just say
guys
this is
beat
going
like
exactly
the
how I imagined it.
this is not going how I pictured it. So you guys go in, you look around, and what you notice is there's like a bunch of other dudes sitting around, but they're all like, they're feeble looking. People look a little sickly. They look like they haven't eaten well very recently. You can see a few scraps of rotted food sitting around. There's some cheap looking hammers and like makeshift daggers and shivs and whatnot. Not a whole lot out there. Everyone's dirty. It kind of smells funny. And you look around and you see a few gold pieces lying here and there next to people.
We know who's taking those.
Yeah, hey guys, your boss sent me in here. We're going back to town to work out a new contract for you. We need to take all of your ill-gotten gains just to help purchase this new contract. I'm going to go ahead and take it for you. Don't worry. This is all above board. I'm going to go ahead and gather up these gold coins. And is there anything else of worth, Duriel, that you think would be good for this?
This sounds like a real American loan process.
Okay.
Keep going.
Here we go. I've got a good one. I look around for like the guy who's like most hurt or most
The oldest. Albert, say the oldest. It's ageism, Albert. Ageism.
Wait. You're judging too quickly.
You look around with your 9, but they all look like they're about the same age. They're mostly just, you can't tell who's asleep and who's like kind of sickly. You see one of them just in the corner kind of holds his hand up and goes, before rolling onto his side.
I go over to the guy and I grab his shoulder and I cast lay on hands on him.
He lays hands on the old guy. Go ahead.
Okay, so when you do lay on hands, what is that? That's a...
Okay, so I can either choose that to remove ailments from somebody, or I can choose to let them regain health.
Oh.
So what would you like to do with it?
My character looks around uncomfortably as he's confused that Duriel is touching strangers.
Molesting this man who can't fight back.
So, Albert, I don't have it.
I'm laying on hands.
Hold on, let me get it pulled up in front of me.
I mean, it basically just, do you want to know what the stats are for?
Yeah, it's like you roll dice for it, right?
No, it's I can heal hit points 5 times my level.
Oh.
Or I can remove any ailment.
Oh, you don't roll dice for that?
But 5 times 0
nice.
is 0.
How often can you use that?
Galen, you're not even in the building.
I'm just saying, math transcends any barrier, and 5 times 0 is still 0.
Okay.
5 times your what?
Toby.
No, go ahead.
It's 5 times your level, right?
Yeah, which is 0.
No, you're
It's
level
1.
1.
It's 1.
You're all level 1. Albert leveled up when he killed the idol and scared the old lady, clearly.
Listen, guys, you aren't letting me play my game. Come on, man.
Okay, so he's kind of beat up looking, he's frail looking, he looks a little sickly, so you heal him. You heal him a bit. He perks up a little bit.
I lean over and I say the gods have abandoned us. I turn and I walk out.
He reaches up to you and you hear a whisper behind you. I know.
My character says, "What the fuck?" But he grabs the rest of his treasure and leaves. So wait, how many coins did I get?
5.
5 coins. Okay, and then can you give me like an accurate inventory of what else is in the building? Anything of worth that you think is of worth in the building?
These are some poor, like,
so just the
famished,
currency.
pretty much just the currency.
You literally stole from poor people.
Are there any drinks, Toby?
Drinks? There's empty
Yeah,
bottles.
alcohol.
There's empty
Just
bottles. There's one bottle with like half full of alcohol. It has maybe a pint in it.
Okay.
And
well,
it's
my character says, 5 gold. That's it. You should be ashamed. And he walks out with his gold.
That
Wow.
seems right.
Okay.
Mad cow.
So not only did we tell them that there's no afterlife, but also that they're pathetic.
Not Valera and I. We're just sitting on the caravan.
Okay,
Valera, what's your alignment?
these guys are heavily demoralized. We have
That's a
beaten
good
them.
question.
So anything else while you guys are out here?
No, Lord, let's leave. We're leaving. The caravan is
Okay.
regardless.
Okay. Oh gosh. What kind of game is this?
Awful.
All right, so you guys travel back to town with the bandit construction dude, Bob. Blake, you were
Bob.
upside down.
I know I did it on purpose.
Okay.
That's how I feel.
So do you guys head straight for the foreman again?
I am. I'm gonna take the foreman and I'm gonna take this dude Bob to the foreman right now.
Okay.
You guys want to come with me and offer some backup just in case?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's evening now in the town. I'm sorry, I never set the time of day. It was day before. It's evening now. The sun's starting to go down. It's still pretty light outside.
Okay.
So you walk into the foreman's little house. His thugs are still there. He's still hanging out. I guess all of you walk in with Bob?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So as you walk in, the foreman turns and looks at you guys. And he goes, "What did you bring him here for?" And you see the thugs unsheath their weapons. Like, ready their weapons.
Oh,
So,
Lord. What?
Can Hal what?
Can Hal be counting his money while we do this?
Is Hal counting his money while this happens?
Hal, will you be counting your money? I'm talking
One.
like a clink, you know, like
Oh, yeah.
yeah, that's what I'm looking for. And it's like mumbling to yourself, "Fucking gold."
My character is playing with his new currency while
new
everyone else is closing.
Okay.
So
Okay.
they walk in and they pull out their weapons.
So they ready their weapons. They're not moving on you guys or anything. They just look like they're standing at attention now with weapons out.
I pull out my weapon as well.
I do not pull out my weapon. I do say to the foreman, "So Bob told us something interesting, and you might be a dick."
His eyes narrow at you. What makes you say that?
So Bob tells us that you've been outsourcing his pay and basically starving his men.
Bob's
to
a
get cheap
liar.
labor?
He's
Bob,
lying.
rebuttal?
Roll for insight.
Can I roll
Me?
for intimidation after that?
Yeah, absolutely.
Insight is +5. D20. 13, 18.
18.
Yeah,
So you are sure that the foreman is not telling the truth right there.
dick.
All right, so Albert, you roll to intimidate.
So it's 10 plus.
I rolled another D20 there, Toby, and I didn't do it on purpose.
14.
14.
Yeah.
Okay, so the what do you say? What do you do?
I just glare.
You just glare. Okay. So not Bob. Bob looks uncomfortable. The foreman.
Bob just wanted to survive.
The foreman steps back. He's stepping back towards the back of his house. And his thugs are readying up at both sides of him right now. And he goes, "What do you want?"
Can I have
yeah,
I have
Valera.
Valera to step in front of Duriel, please?
Sure.
I haven't fought anybody yet.
The bomb defusal
Except for
unit.
the old woman.
Okay, can I speak, or does someone else want to speak?
Yeah, I'd actually like to name my first coin Francois.
Wild French.
Nicole.
It's a girl, Nicole. I want to talk to the foreman and say, "Look, we don't want any violence here. We just want these guys to be able to survive, and for you to still have your business and make money and not be dead."
I go, we don't want violence?
I don't want violence. Duriel here is super fond of it. So we can make this work out well, or we can leave and Duriel can do his thing.
So he looks at you and he goes, "Tell your dog to step back and we'll talk."
Duriel, he called you a dog.
Okay, can I roll for initiative?
Are you going to attack?
Are you gonna do that? I mean, it's your call.
It's
What
up
do
to
guys
you.
wanna do? Well,
No.
Hey, no. This is you.
um,
I'm totally fine
yeah,
with
I'll
this.
attack.
Okay, all right. So I'm gonna step to the bathroom real
Unless-
quick.
Unless Valera's gonna do something to stop me.
Now hang on. Before Valera,
In front of me.
before Valera can do something, I want to lay it out here. I want to tell you guys what's happening. So I don't have a map prepared for this. There's something in the book called Theater of the Mind, and I thought that if we came into this battle, this would be a good chance to just practice it because it's a tiny room. Movement's not going to matter much anyway. You can pretty much step in any direction and get across the room in one turn and still make your attack.
Okay.
So I didn't think it'd be worth it to do it. It seemed perfect. Perfect opportunity to try it out, see if we like it.
Yeah.
So
let's do
basically what will happen is if we have combat here, we'll all roll for initiative. I'll roll for the monsters, the enemies, or whatever, the foreman. And the foreman and his thugs. And then we'll take turns. So on your turn, you get to do a movement action. I believe you get a minor action, and you get a main action.
Right.
it. Or a bonus action.
Right, bonus actions.
Bonus action or minor action.
Yeah.
But that would be like something small, like sheathing a weapon or whispering some words or something like that. You wouldn't be able to
Eating a
attack
berry.
twice with it. Yeah, something like that.
Okay.
So
Okay.
I'm gonna step to the bathroom. You guys ready yourselves. Duriel, think about how you're going to initiate your attack. And Valera, I guess think of
Valera's
your...
really short, right? I can swing my axe over.
You can pick her up and use her as a club if you want.
Okay. Roll for athletics. We can pick up
Oh my gosh, I'll be right back.
Tubby wasn't prepared for this.
I'm gonna get a drink too.
I'm gonna need another soon. Albert, are you gonna attack?
Yeah, it's gonna happen.
All right.
Well, Tegan, are you gonna do anything to prevent me from attacking?
I'm gonna try.
Well, I won't roll for initiative until
Well, you're unsheathing your weapon now.
it's already unsheathed.
Okay, so are you moving to attack or like
Yeah,
what are you in the process?
Come on,
of
Jack.
moving?
My momentum is that of moving forward.
You are moving forward to
Jack.
attack. So really, Valera, this is if you're going to interact, now is the time to interact or intervene rather.
I've got some intervenience before we start, but I guess I should wait until Toby gets back. Huh?
Sure.
Right, and both of you guys can, obviously.
I'm just kind of here.
Do
What?
you have any magic spells yet? Like, cause I don't think I get anything fun until level 2, right? So do y'all have anything cool?
I have 2 cantrips and 2 spells I can choose as long as I prepare those spells. I have like a list of 10 spells I can choose from after a long rest to prepare, and I can prepare 2. So they're anything from healing to attacking to stunning to crowd control. I just have to CC, girl. I had to, but I can only do it at the beginning of the day. I can't do it like in the middle of combat. I have to prepare in advance and tell Toby.
Yeah.
And I've already told him what my 2 are right now.
So can you all explain to me? So beginning at first level, you know how to strike subtly and exploit opposed distraction. Once per turn, you can
What
deal.
are you, Bri? Are you a rogue?
A rogue. Yeah, I'm a rogue.
Okay.
Once per turn, you can deal an extra 1d6 damage. I'm not sure what that is. To one creature.
So if you hit,
Mm-hmm.
you if your attack lands and you do damage, you can roll another d6 and add that damage.
Oh, awesome. Okay.
Do you know how
What
that
is a turn? How often is a turn?
A turn is you get 30 feet to move, you get a bonus action, and you get a regular.
Well,
Oh,
depending
so
on
the
his
whole fight's not a
species.
turn, but
No.
okay.
Yeah, no. that's
So
the-
depending on his, I think the regular movement is 20, and
it's-
then like half elves and elves get maybe 30.
Yeah, my speed is
half
30.
orcs are 30.
Yeah,
My
I'm at
armor
30.
class is 14, my hip sensor 9, and my speed is 30.
Door.
My initiative is plus 3.
Is he?
Dude.
Are you a half elf?
Yeah, I'm a half elf. Yeah.
I'm a half
All
elf as
3
well.
of you are half elves.
What is
I'm
that?
a-
You're
I'm-
half
I'm
orc?
a-
Together, they are 1.5 elf.
I thought you were a moon elf.
Well, Moon Elf is under
The
Direct.
moon is high.
Oh, you're a high elf. That explains some
high
things.
because I'm on the moon.
That's why she's such a bitch. I get it. Okay. Yeah.
Oh, hey!
Them's fighting words.
I need this opinion now.
Kings.
Okay, so
So,
He said
Tegan-
in his head, inner monologue, guys.
all right, Valera.
Valera, you want to
Before-
intervene. You can see this starting to go down. You want to intervene.
Yes. So I would like to not draw weapons, but kind of situate in the middle of both forces with hands out on either side.
Okay.
You want to say anything? You want to do anything? You want to pull out
No.
your loot and start
What do you- so
playing?
you're
Or you
just-
want to stand there?
Are you trying to like catch their attention? Are you trying to catch them off guard, stop them, or are you just
Stop
just
them.
standing there with your hands out?
I mean, I could do a jig.
If you
No,
want to,
I'm trying
there's a
to
skill
stop.
for that.
I'm trying to stop forward movement, basically.
Okay. Alright, so
So
Uh,
they can draw weapons or whatever, but she's trying to keep a distance between the two.
what
Between
would
the two
that
sides.
be? Would that be persuasion?
Yeah.
That'd be
I would say
animal
persuasion
handling?
or intimidation, one or the other.
I'd say
it would-
which one do you have a higher bonus to, Tegan?
Persuasion or what?
Intimidation. Is what Blake
Intimidation.
said.
They're the same.
Do
Yeah,
alright,
they
so
should be the same,
give me a persuasion roll then.
unless you have a
Okay,
proficiency.
and that is D20.
Mm-hmm.
and
and
then
then
plus
add
whatever
your-
your persuasion modifier is with charisma.
Yeah.
So I rolled a 6, and then persuasion modifier is 2.
So no.
Okay, so they don't really stop.
Do I get trampled?
No, they just don't react to you.
No,
So it's looking like we're gonna have a fight, right?
I
We're looking.
sidestep Valera, I guess.
Okay, okay.
I would like to scan the room for any valuables and then place myself in a way that Duriel can't crush them.
All right, so first, hang on.
What?
Before you can do that, Brian, this is going down now. This is happening. So everybody roll
Oh,
a
no.
roll for initiative.
Damn it.
So it's D20, right?
Yes.
Oh, I rolled a 1, Toby.
D20.
If there's ever a good time to roll a 1, though, it's right now. So I rolled a 1, and I get a modifier of
Where's your roll at?
2. So I have a 3, Toby.
So so you add your dex to that.
Roll a d20.
I'm gonna
Right.
add my dex to it.
Mhm.
And add your dexterity bonus.
I got
I've
an
been-
11.
I have an 8, but a -1 dex, so I guess I have a 7.
You have a -1 dexterity?
I don't use dexterity at all.
Okay, I got a 16 then. I got 13 plus 3.
You're going first.
All right, hang on.
Unless Toby does something crazy.
Well, then I don't want to scan the room anymore. This is my I was gonna do this before the combat was going down.
It's happening.
Just kind of want to know where. Okay, we'll pick it up afterwards.
What are your things?
I got a 3. I thought I
7.
could control my...
How are you rolling? I can only see Duriel's.
So just roll a d20.
No, I mean where are your roll reports at? I'm only seeing Albert's
Oh.
at the bottom.
Does it pop up? I don't see anyone's.
Yeah, on the right
You
side,
hit
there's
the-
like a little chat
the 3
window.
bars.
Oh,
yeah.
because I'm not using the in-game. I'm using the DnD official.
Oh,
dice
okay.
roller.
Okay.
Sorry, I didn't know there was one built in.
Yeah, it's great, isn't it? It's really cool.
What did I roll?
That's what you rolled, is a one. You got a 1 twice in a row.
I told you.
Why aren't you using your dice cards?
I have them. I have them in the other room, but I have all the lights off because Tegan doesn't like the fan in my room, and my life is
It's very distracting.
happy.
Okay, so
So
Albert, what
So
did you
I'm
get?
going-
A 7.
You got a 7 total.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Tegan,
11.
you got an 11, and Bri, what did you get?
16, but that's not good, right? I should.
that's great.
That's
How close are these guys to us?
Very
You
close.
said they're like very close, like a step away.
yeah, like so everybody's in the same room, and it's not a big
So,
room, so you can
within
all reach
5
each
feet?
other in one turn.
So I
Are-
can't. Toby, I can't do anything to persuade them.
Not at this point.
Not at this
He
point.
just put us into combat. Yeah, I think we're in combat now.
So Tegan tried to step in. This is all happening like within like a couple seconds. So Tegan tried to step
Right.
in. She wasn't really persuasive with her arms out cheerleading.
Yes,
So,
and being so
they're about to go at it. So Duriel right now is I guess moving across the room,
So,
charging across the
I
room.
sidestepped Valera and then going for it.
Okay.
Valera walked up and went, "Blue Skidoo, we can too," and Duriel just stepped around her.
Blue skidoo. Swiper, no swiping. And then I stepped
Anyway, Duriel, why aren't you attacking?
Hang on.
I have
Let
an
me
initiative
finish.
of 7.
Let me finish my thing.
Yeah.
my list.
Toby has to roll their initiative first. So.
Nat 1.
Okay. So, Albert, since you're already in the middle of something, I'm giving you first strike. So you're going to go, and then we're going to start on the initiative list.
Did you redo your nails?
So I get to swing?
Oh, you did.
Yeah, so you get to do you get to do a turn, and then we'll go through the regular rounds.
Okay. I like it.
It's like a surprise attack.
Yeah, you have initiative basically.
Because you're starting the fight.
Right.
Element of surprise.
You have advantage.
Thank you. Element of
Yeah.
surprise.
Okay, so I'm just going to roll for my d20 and with my strength modifier, so it's a +5.
God, you guys are such nerds. Okay, keep going.
So do you want me to go? So I need to guess to choose who to attack?
There are 3 people in front of you, and we're doing theater of the mind. So it's really just you have A, B, and Foreman.
So
Yeah.
Foreman's the one who called me a dog, right?
Foreman's the one that called you a dog.
So I'm swinging at him with my two-handed weapon.
Ryan.
Okay.
So I'm swinging at the Foreman.
Yeah. Tell me how that makes you feel.
Are you ready for my roll, Toby?
Give me just a second.
Sure.
Oh, that poor Foreman.
It's +5 to hit.
Does the Foreman have anything like?
Wait, the foreman didn't draw his weapon either. Only his men did. The foreman is unarmed.
This is like it's just like attacking an old woman at a shrine.
Okay, so roll to hit.
I'm a wild animal.
Roll to hit. I'm rolling to hit. Oh, I rolled a 20.
So you hit.
Okay, for damage.
Roll for damage.
So it's a 1d12 that I roll. Plus.
Wow, mine's a D8. Holy Lord, Albert.
It's a d12 and then it's plus. Hold on. +3 damage because it's my strength.
Describe how you kill the Foreman.
Oh no!
So
Valera will definitely remember that.
Valera will remember that.
I right step around Valera, grab the Foreman with my left hand, and bring my two-handed axe up square into the Foreman's chin, separating his head from the rest of his body.
Fuck.
Oh no! I just wanted to help these people. I just wanted fair work environment.
Valen will remember that.
There's blood everywhere.
Oh no!
Okay.
No.
So at this point, Albert is in the thick of it, right? Like he's surrounded by these other. How many other guys? Are there? 4 other guys?
Just 2.
Only two.
Just 2. But honestly, why would they fight if the guy fighting them is headless? If he doesn't have a head, he can't pay them anything.
At this point,
Toby,
Uriel
do
has
they give up?
really been itching for a fight.
So I know this is all happening at once. Do we even give them a chance to throw up, or are we afraid they're gonna stab Duriel and we continue to fight?
So
Yeah.
it's initiative based at this point. It depends on what the initiative is.
Yeah. So
Toby?
So the thugs watch this
He's
happen.
like, I don't know.
Toby speaks for the Foreman. Okay, go ahead, Toby.
So the thugs like see this happen. They lock eyes with each other and they go. You hear them both whisper, "The fuck is wrong with you?" It's like that Blink-182 music video where he just kind of mouths at the end of it. They both look angry. So it is Bob's turn now.
Oh, Bob has a turn.
Bob has a turn. He's still there.
Okay, let's turn and look at Bob. Okay, what's Bob doing, Toby? Tell us specifically what Bob is doing.
This is Bob.
Bob didn't sign up for this.
I just wanted to the hell?
Bob just kind of he drops his weapon and just kind of slumps towards the door.
Duriel!
So
Now no one has a job.
You can't talk.
No. You have no one to give it to. Because you beheaded the foreman.
That's not my problem. He called me a dog.
So Brian, it's your turn.
Well, I'm not sure these guys are gonna attack.
No,
angry.
Brian,
They're gonna
Brian,
attack.
why aren't you pickpocketing the corpse?
Because it's still spewing blood.
There's still two
gross,
thugs
man.
in the room, and they haven't
Keep going.
like stepped down. They haven't sheathed their weapons.
They're close to Duriel, right? They're standing close to Duriel.
They're like right next to him. Yeah,
Okay,
they're
so,
like
yeah,
they'd have to take a step to get to him, but they're close.
Alright, so, and Duriel stepped to the left of Valera, is that right? He steps
To the right, I guess.
to the right. Okay, so now I'm gonna also go to the right of Duriel and attack the guy closest to him.
Okay, so that would be
Okay.
so there's two.
short swords.
So there's two thugs. There's a bigger one on the left. There's a smaller one on the right.
His right or my right?
Like, you're right. I guess it's the
The right
same.
side.
You guys are both facing the
Yeah.
same wall, aren't you?
Yeah, I want the one on the right.
Okay, so that'll be the smaller thug. So you're gonna attack him. What are you?
I have two short swords.
You two short swords? Okay.
Yeah. So I get 1d6 plus 3. Attack bonus plus 5.
So roll a d20.
Okay. Do I add anything to it?
Yeah. So you'll add your short sword. Is that dex based?
Dex.
Is that
Yes,
does that
finesse.
weapon have finesse?
It's finesse, yeah.
Yeah. So you'll add your dexterity modifier, and then you're proficient with it, right?
I don't know.
You should be. It's like a simple weapon or something. It's one of the ones that the book started you out with.
Yeah. Weapon proficiencies. Yeah, I am. Yep.
Yeah. Okay. So you'll add +2, plus your
So plus
dexterity
5 total.
modifier to your d20. So plus
Do I
yeah.
get that for? Do I roll 2 since I have 2 short swords?
No, just the once. Are you dual wielding them?
I think so. Yeah. This asks me what's in both my hands. I have 2 short swords. Yes, I'm dual.
Give me a second. I gotta look up the stuff for dual wielding. Do you have a? Is there a dual wield proficiency?
I don't know. This thing tells me to start out with 2
no.
short swords.
No, I don't think there's a dual wielding proficiency in 5e, Toby.
I can't remember.
I think he hits with both. I
Is
think he
there a-
rolls dice for both.
Is there a thing for that?
There should. Let me help look up.
Thank you. Dual wield 5e.
Abilities.
My turn, is it?
No.
Is anyone else dead, Duriel?
Well, we're looking up.
I haven't had.
Oh, okay. So here's the thing. It's on page 195, apparently. 2 weapon fighting.
Okay.
When you take the attack action and attack with a light melee weapon that you're holding in one hand, you can use a bonus action to attack with a different light melee weapon that you're holding in the
cool.
other hand. You don't add your ability modifier to the damage of the bonus attack unless that modifier is negative. If either weapon has the thrown property, you can throw the weapon instead of making a melee attack with it.
Duriel, are you using the head as a weapon now?
I'm not. I have the decapitated corpse in one hand and the axe in.
So does that mean I just attack without
No.
Without
you
my
don't have
modifiers?
to.
So you'll roll your d20. You got a 20 total?
Yeah.
Well, that's to the plus 5 though.
Yeah. Okay. So you'll hit. So what you'll do is you'll roll your damage dice, and if you're attacking with both, that'll use your action and your bonus action. So after this, your turn will be done.
Okay.
But you'll roll your damage die for the main attack and add your dexterity modifier to it.
Okay, hang on a sec here. All right. So this is the 1d6. Is that right?
Yes.
I think so.
So I'm
Yeah.
gonna roll both of those. with dexterity modifier?
Just roll.
Well,
the
roll
one,
just roll one.
1d6.
Yeah, you're doing your
Okay.
main attack right now, so they're technically like separate actions inside of your turn.
So 1d6, so that's 11 damage with the 1, and now you can do the bonus action.
And it'll be
1d6
just a
plus
1d6 plus 0. Yeah.
Okay, and then on each turn, if I have an attack that hits, I also it's not an action. It's just beginning at first level. You know how to strike suddenly and explode with distraction. Once per turn, you can deal an extra 1d6 damage to one creature you hit with an attack if you have advantage. Oh, do I have advantage?
No.
No.
What is advantage?
There's some skills that allow you to take advantage, and
Or if you're attacking from behind, or if they're ensnared.
Oh, hang on a second here. That's right. You don't need advantage on the attack roll if another enemy of the target, Albert, is within 5 feet. That's why I kept asking if he was close.
Oh, I
So
gotcha.
I don't need advantage. So I'm gonna roll one more 1d6.
1d6.
Okay.
So 11, 5, and 1.
So 12 total.
No.
Sorry, 17.
17 total. Yeah.
Okay. So he takes 17 damage.
How much health did he have?
We don't know.
More than 17. He's not dead yet.
All right.
What is Blake doing?
Seems like Blake has left his room.
All right, whose turn is it?
All right, so it's the big guy's turn now. So he sees all of this happen, and he starts to swing at Albert.
Okay.
I gotta find my d20. So he is swinging a scimitar at you.
Okay.
So he gets a 19. Does that...
Yeah, I have an armor class of 16.
Okay, so that hits. All right, so I need a d6. He does 3 damage to you.
Okay.
So he just kind of knocks you on the shoulder pretty hard. Tegan?
All right, so I guess now
team
that
player.
the fight has happened, I'll go after the one who just hit Duriel.
Okay.
I have a dagger.
So you try to hit him with the dagger, shank him.
Get him his legs or something.
Okay. So roll a d20. And then add your dexterity, I think, to that. Your dexterity modifier.
16.
16, and then when you add your +2, that's a
It's a 14, and then plus the dexterity.
okay, so 14 plus dexterity is 16, and then plus proficiency makes it 18. So you'll connect. So a dagger's a 1d4?
Good memory.
Yep.
So you'll roll a 4-sided die and then add your dexterity modifier to it for damage.
Total 6.
6 damage? 6 damage.
6
Okay.
damage.
Albert, it is your turn.
Oh, okay. I kind of angrily look at the larger man.
Is that your... Okay.
The
and,
larger man.
I'm going to, as a bonus action, can I try intimidation to, like, incite fear?
Sure.
Okay. I'm going to do that as a bonus action, so that's 11 plus 4, so that's 15.
You guys finished off the guy I pissed off, right?
No.
Oh, good.
So that works. That intimidates him.
Okay.
So he kind of looks a little
Hey,
Off
beautiful.
kilter.
I was able to remember
Blake?
it's July, I
Blake?
think 31st.
He is very intimidated by this approach. He's really off kilter.
Okay.
So
One second.
what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make it easier to hit him because I don't really know what else to do with that right now.
Okay. I mean,
So-
you could, if he's really afraid and tries to run away, I can get a disengagement bonus. But if you just want to make it easier, that's fine too.
He's not that scared, but he's taken aback. He's not moving away yet. He's still fighting.
All right. That's fair.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna roll for the hit.
Okay, I'm back. I'm so sorry. I was talking to.
Yeah, we know.
Really? Who are you?
Yeah, really.
I thought you were
Were
intimidating the
Were
thug.
you guys
can hear
scheduling
you.
a romantic
We can
night?
Kind of
Yes.
hear you talking a little
Yeah.
bit there.
Yeah, I can imagine. No, we were getting our MomoCon stuff taken care of. Okay, so what am I doing, Toby? I'm so sorry.
Right now you're waiting.
Oh, whoops,
Perfect.
sorry. So I swing 22.
What is
Oh, what is
that?
that?
Do I hit him, Toby?
I'm sorry.
Did you
What was
skip
it?
My turn? Am I done?
You haven't gotten the turn yet.
How'd you go twice then, Albert?
I
You already
didn't.
cut a guy's head off.
You got a 22?
I got a 22 to hit.
Yeah, I think that'll hit.
Okay. And
You hit
now
him
I'm gonna roll for-
good.
I'm gonna hit for damage. D12 plus 5. So.
What is the modifier for hitting?
It'll be your
What's your weapon is based off?
yeah, so either strength or dex. And then
Use
you'll
the spell
add
as
your
well, use
your proficiency bonus if you're proficient in your weapon.
Oh, I don't
Which
even
at
know
level
what
1
I-
is just +2.
Lord, then I'm definitely connecting with mine.
Well, I do 6 damage to the big guy.
You do 6 damage to him?
Yep.
Alright. Okay.
Did I do anything? Am I just sitting here watching this slaughter happen?
you
'Cause
haven't-
I just wanted to help people.
You haven't had a turn yet.
That's what I thought.
So the second thug
Accurate.
turns towards Brian and swings to
Yeah,
hit
you
him.
guys are not helpful at all. You killed the guy who already had his turn and left the guy alive who hadn't had his turn yet. Brilliant, brilliant.
So
Good
Brian,
idea.
does a 22 beat your armor class?
Very much so.
Very much so. Okay.
I think he's a 14.
Yeah, I am a 14.
Oh, okay. So he's gonna swing at you with his scimitar,
I'm a 14 with very poor team players on my team.
and he does 3 damage.
These guys are weak sauce.
I'm weak sauce. I have 9 health, man. I'm like halfway dead.
9
I have
health.
2/3 health. Yeah.
Remember, Albert is beauty and the beast.
Okay, is it
I'm
my
first
turn
with
yet?
him. Yeah, can
So-
you heal me, please?
All right, so Blake, it's your turn now.
Yeah, I'm just gonna heal Howl because I'm not interested in attacking these people.
Awesome. Thank you.
Okay, so what are
You
you
can also
using
heal
to?
me.
He's close enough. Wait, can I heal? Wait, are you hurt too?
Yeah, I got 3 damage off my.
You had
leftover.
3. He had 9.
No, he also. Both of us suffered 3 damage.
Okay, both of you roll, and I'll decide who to heal.
Wait, how much total health do you have, Albert?
Doesn't matter. We're rolling. No, heal Brian. Heal Brian.
I rolled a 24.
Out of 100. Let me roll 100.
Okay, I'm gonna use Cure Wounds. I have to touch him, but he's close enough to touch because the room is so small.
Okay.
He gains hit points equal to 1d8 plus my spell casting ability modifier. So my 1d8 is a 7, and my spell casting he's already healed. It doesn't matter.
Okay.
My character lets out an involuntary moan at Valen's session.
Oh!
Valen will remember that.
Okay.
All right, so it would be the
That's my
foreman's
turn, I
turn now.
guess.
It would be the foreman's turn, but he's a little dead, so he bleeds on the floor. Brian, it's your turn.
Okay, I attack the guy who's directly in front of me. and I need to roll a few 1d6s, right?
I don't think you have advantage now since he attacked you.
No, the advantage is gone.
Correct.
Hang
So
on.
roll a d20.
I don't need advantage though.
So you got to roll a
But-
d20 to hit first.
Okay, roll a d20. Got it. That's with the +5, right? For my short sword
Yes.
and my dexterity.
Yes.
So I hit. Let me do the first attack, and then without the bonus,
So
10,
16
6,
damage.
and then I'm gonna do one more because it's a sneak attack because he's within 5 feet of Albert, and I don't need.
Oh, right. Okay.
So 22
22.
22 what?
Damage.
damage.
Shit.
With short swords.
So
So describe killing the thug.
How many pieces is he in? 2?
Yes, Genji.
No, it's pretty gentle. The first hit went into his heart, and then the second hit, because I'm still feeling kind of vindictive, right into his butthole. So.
Okay. Now, looking back, Duriel's kill wasn't seem so bad.
No. Howell, I want you to act out this kill. How would you position yourself to stab him in the anus and simultaneously? I want to see.
So the sword goes in, right? and he's, it's like a finish him thing. He's swaying back and forth, and I get around behind it. Right up. You can see I know my judo.
Okay, perfect. All right, I can see.
So
that.
as he dies, you hear him let out a little moan. Oh!
Oh!
The
Duriel.
party will remember that.
Duriel will remember that. There is no honor anymore.
I just wanted to help people.
And here we are stabbing them in the butt.
Okay,
It's just-
so
I healed the acid.
All right, Toby, whose turn is it?
all right, so it is the first thug's turn.
Okay.
I drew poop for you.
Well, I was trying to help out because they say corpses shit themselves after they die. I'm preventing that right now. There's a stopper.
There's just
Right.
poop on your
There's
sword.
a stopper.
There's-
You're gonna leave your sword in his butt?
I don't want it anymore.
Do you want it back?
All right, so the
Yeah,
first
I
thug is
retrieve
still
my
like
sword and clean it off on
deadly.
Valera's robe.
I'm sorry, Toby, what?
the first thug is still like deadly focused on Duriel. So he's gonna swing to take another hit. He wants Duriel dead.
Sure.
Duriel killed
He's
his
a
bank
little
account.
afraid of me.
He's a little afraid, but he wants you dead. I mean, he's just crazy mad now. So he's gonna roll a 18,
Okay, that
Oh.
passes.
That sucks.
and then he rolls for damage. That is a wow. This is a terrible thug. He gets a
So you're gonna break
Okay.
his nose?
he gets 3 damage again. He hits your other shoulder.
I'm at 6 HP right now.
6 HP or 6 damage?
6 HP.
Okay.
I'm gonna do this to you, and I'm gonna do this to you, and I'm gonna do this to you, because you don't have arms.
My turn,
Whose turn
Toby?
is it?
No,
Are you gonna kick
it is Tegan's turn.
Oh, of course.
I'm obviously gonna hit him again with
Okay.
my dagger.
Roll your d20.
Okay. So it's D20 plus dexterity.
Yes. So it should be 5. Should be plus 5.
Yeah, plus your dexterity bonus, plus your proficiency bonus.
Come here. All right. Come on.
Okay.
Your dex bonus is 3.
It's done. Come here.
It's 2,
It's
and
2.
then my proficiency is 2, so
So plus 4.
10.
Isabel, come here. Come on.
So 10.
We need to do it.
Mhm.
That does not hit.
Okay. sad.
So do you
But
move
attempting.
around or
Huh?
do you move around or anything or?
What does DC mean?
Steps out of the way, I guess.
Difficulty check.
Darvel Comics.
Thank you.
All right, so Albert, it's your turn.
Okay, I'm swinging at this dude.
How did Albert get to go twice before I get to go first?
Albert got the element of
Once.
surprise for initiating attack, and
How
then we
many
went
times has
into
he
the
initiated
normal.
attack?
Just once.
Just once.
I need to heal you, Albert.
You do need to heal.
It's gonna be
I'm
too
aware.
late. He's
Okay,
gonna
I'm
murder
rolling,
this man.
rolling d20.
If you die before I can heal,
I can't. So 22.
Okay, so that
oh,
hits.
he's dead. He's dead.
So roll for
Wow.
damage.
My damage is the sucky one. So it's going to be
He doesn't have that much
D12
health left, though.
plus
He
3.
shouldn't.
No, this should kill him.
So I do 12 damage.
Okay.
Yeah, he's super dead.
He did.
I don't think so.
So Blake, it's your turn.
Oh,
I'm gonna heal Duriel.
Is that a cantrip or is that a
It's a spell.
It's a spell. Do you have a spell slot
my-
left?
I do. I have 2 spell slots
All
starting
right,
off.
so this will use your other one.
Yeah, my second spell slot, which is Healing Word.
Cool.
It's 1d4 plus my spellcasting ability modifier. So it's a 1, but plus 5, so it's 6.
Oh,
Okay.
Go back to full HP.
Hey, all
How
right.
about that?
Perfect.
All right, so Brian, we're back around to you.
Duriel nods.
I would like to
I don't support this, by the way.
begin going through the pockets of the foreman.
All
Brian,
right.
he's still alive. The dude is still alive.
I thought you said the oh yeah. Even still, no, I'm just kidding. Okay. All right, so the one guy's still alive. Okay, I
Do the headless man.
I move in to attack that gentleman as well.
He's not a gentleman.
Duriel, I'm saving your butt, man. I want what's in that foreman's pockets. I roll a 2.
All right. Well, you're attacking the dude, or are you fondling the foreman?
Dude. No, I'm attacking the dude that Duriel
Okay.
wants me to kill.
All right, so that misses. That doesn't hit.
you like
Bummer.
body bounced off of him.
Okay, so it is his turn now.
No.
He
I
is
just
going
slowly
to.
shake my head at Howl.
He's swinging at Duriel again. He has tears in his eyes. He's angry. He's swinging at Duriel. He's cornered.
You're on camera, by the way, Toby, so keep it... Okay, there we go.
So he's gonna hit. He rolled a 17, so he's gonna hit.
Why
Is
is
Toby doing something?
my
inappropriate
armor is
on camera?
terrible?
Why am I the highest armor person here? I'm a...
I feel like
Toby.
your stats are
What?
Like,
Yeah, are you a level 1 character?
No.
Am
I'm
I
a
a
level
what?
1 character, but I roll stats.
He's going to do 8 damage to you, Albert.
oh gosh.
Albert!
This is what happens.
Am I gonna have to kill this man? I don't want to kill this man.
But he called him a dog.
The
It's-
one who called him a dog is headless.
It's
Some
it's
dude.
Tegan's turn now.
8 damage. Holy
Kill
crap.
him so
Toby.
I don't have it on my
I
conscience.
guess
I switched
we'll
dice.
attack again.
Okay, roll a d20
So, okay.
or roll to hit.
Okay, and then it's dexterity and proficiency.
Yeah,
Yes,
so it's
plus
your
four.
plus 4.
Okay, so it's 13.
All right, that'll hit. Roll for damage.
And then it's a okay. And that's my D4 with
Whatever your modifier is.
Your dex, so it'll be +2.
okay.
And then you're proficient as well. Does that
No, that doesn't count for damage.
doesn't count?
That's just for
okay,
chance to hit.
5.
So 5 damage.
That's good.
All right, so he takes
Aye.
5 damage. Albert.
He not dead.
My turn. D20 +5.
This guy's still alive.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this is a big guy.
Roll 20.
Big guy.
All right, so that'll hit.
So I'm gonna roll 12 +3.
He's super dead now, though.
9 damage.
Describe the killing blow.
After his severe blow, like cutting into my shoulder. I grab his blade with one hand, and I bring the axe around. Decapitate him as well.
You don't want to do anything with his butt?
Nope.
Okay, so his head pulls right off. It just rolls across the floor. His body slumps over. His butt, however, remains surprisingly clean.
Okay. Clean butt.
And Hal will go searching through the foreman's pockets.
All right, so yeah, so what do you guys...
Immediately.
Okay, I'm gonna look at Bob and go, that didn't go
Bob's
like
outside.
I thought it was gonna go.
Bob is not in the
All
room
right.
anymore.
I'm gonna walk
So he's talking to
outside.
the Yeah.
I'm gonna walk outside
Okay.
to where Bob is,
So-
covered head to toe in blood.
So before you do that, what is everybody else that's in the room? So you walk out. What is everybody else doing?
I loot the big guy.
The big guy?
I'm looting the foreman.
You're looting the foreman.
I'm walking outside.
I want Valera to start yelling.
Just
No. She already plays the flute poorly. She can't have two bad things. No, I want her to start yelling at Duriel.
I can't. I'm not gonna put it on. You guys are still wrong. All right. Sorry, Tegan. Go ahead.
I'm yelling at you right now.
At me specifically.
Yeah, specifically you.
Okay.
So what does Valera say?
Valera is yelling about how the fight was unnecessary and because he jumped into action, he caused the death of 3 people. What are you drawing? A butt? Anyway. And she feels that the loss of life was unnecessary. Why is it square?
Hey guys, I have to go to bed soon, so I can.
So how does Duriel respond to that?
Hey guys,
I'm sorry.
you gotta stop. This is like going on. Duriel, is this before or after the looting? Or is this during?
This is going on during.
During,
Oh.
yeah.
He turns his head up to Valera. Duriel does, and he says, "I'm sorry that you feel that way. You performed admirably in combat, though." It's the only thing he said. And he continues looting.
She continues to berate him in a quieter voice now.
Slightly
And-
quieter voice.
Tells him that she defended him as a comrade, but she would not do so if she felt that he had done or he had acted poorly like that again. If he were to act like that in the future, she wouldn't defend him again. And then she walks out.
Okay.
I'd really like to know what I found in his pockets.
Okay, so you're looting the foreman, Brian?
That's right.
All right, so roll a d10.
Do I give any bonus to that?
Well, roll a no, just a straight d10.
I'd only roll 3.
Okay, so you find 15 gold in his pockets, and you also find a little key.
Perfect. All right, so guys, can you come back in here, please? I know there's a safe somewhere in this room. All right, and he's the foreman. He's keeping that pay somewhere in here. And Valen, I know that you want to give it to the other guys, that they need to support their families. But I'll tell you what, we're about to go kill a monster, and I know that we can use that to buy better supplies. So can we please find the chest that's in this room?
Duriel taps on the floor. He goes, here.
So Duriel, you're looting the other guy, right?
I'm looting that.
All right, so roll a d10 as well.
Come on.
Money.
Papa needs a new pair of shoes. 9.
Okay, so you find 27 gold on that guy,
God.
but his equipment's pretty torn up. Like everybody's, all their equipment's torn up. It's not good. You wouldn't. It's not worth anything anymore.
Okay.
The armor's cut open. The weapons are nicked, damaged.
Can I swap out my poopy sword for one that's not?
There's not a good one. They're like nicked. They're cracked.
Fair enough.
They weren't exactly the
I'm not
wealthiest of thugs. All right. So, are you guys?
Okay, so we found the chest. It's under floorboard. Daryl, can you please pull up that board? I'm not very strong.
Sure. Do you want me to roll, Toby?
No, your natural strength is going to be enough to do that.
Okay.
So what do we find? What's under the floorboard?
So you find a tiny little lockbox under there.
Okay, I'd like to insert the key to see if it opens up the box.
Roll for. No, okay, yeah, go ahead and do it.
All right, so the key turns, right?
All right, so you open the lockbox, and inside of the lockbox is just a single piece of paper.
What's the language?
It's common. It's folded up.
Okay, I read it.
All right, so it's just a charter for construction in this small town in Lockfear's Launch.
God! I'm very frustrated.
Okay.
All right.
We can give it to Bob.
Can I take the charter?
That's the howl.
Sell it to Bob.
Yeah, give it. Yes!
Can I have the charter, please?
Yes, I relinquish this
I'm
worthless
gonna
piece of
take-
paper to you.
I'm gonna walk to Bob and be like, Bob, listen, I'm still covered in all blood, by the way. I'm head to toe, covered in blood, brains, guts, viscera, and be like, Bob, that thing was really on there, and I'm so sorry.
Actually, it came up pretty easily.
but this is all we could find. Maybe you guys can use it to get your life back on track.
Bob,
However,
look at me. You're the foreman now.
if we come back and the same thing's happening to the next group of people, Duriel is gonna come in here alone without Valera, and we're just gonna see what happens.
I just chased an old lady out of this town. There's no
He murdered an old woman.
I didn't kill her.
He killed her dreams, Bob.
Bob looks down at the charter, and he looks at you. He's got, like not PTSD, but
Shell shock.
Haunted.
he's a little shell shocked right now. He's not that much. Tone it back a little bit, Cupcake Dog.
That's perfect. That's spot on. Yeah, that's great.
He turns, he locks eyes with you. You can see a lot of sadness in his eyes, but there's relief on his face as well, and he says, thank you. He says, my father used to be a foreman in a small city back in the day before he passed away. I learned a little bit from hanging around him growing up. I'll do my best with this construction. I'll take over from here. Don't worry about what's inside. We'll clean that up. And he looks at you again. He
Clean up the
says,
bodies that we slaughtered.
he says, thank you.
Don't thank me. Thank
I will.
Uriel, who cut a man's head off for nothing.
2 heads off. 2 men.
He beheaded 2 men and gutted another one. How?
I-
Stabbed a man in the anus.
I don't need to know the details. It's best that I don't know more.
You should be able to see it on me. There's poop on me.
He looks over at Duriel and still looks a little scared, and he goes, I didn't see anything. I won't say anything. Thank you.
Duriel smiles with a self-satisfied look, saying, today was a good day.
Okay, so
Kill that out of the city.
We got to murder people.
It's
So
been
it is-
3 hours.
It is nighttime now. It is dark out now. The sun is going down. Do you guys want to head towards an inn and head to bed now?
Let's go to the
I
pub.
do.
Yes.
No,
The pub
no,
is an
I
inn.
wanna
The
find-
pub is an inn as
I
The
well.
pub isn't in.
I want to find a bath.
I need to go wash this
The pub has
bloody
baths.
fecal matter off of me.
There's too much anus on me.
I mean, you could wash off in the ocean on your way over there.
What?
We
So
should
you
probably
don't-
stop by the beach. Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe
So you
the
guys
river. I'll
just
jump
like
in the river.
You know they're gonna increase the cost of our rooms if we walk in covered in blood and
So,
shit. So we should
first-
probably. Return
you probably
souls.
don't want to walk through the middle of town covered in blood either.
I
Yeah,
mean,
it's easy to
Duriel-
explain why we're all wet water as opposed to being all wet from just shit.
You know what? I'm gonna.
Duriel is not very intelligent, but he agrees with Valen's statement.
It starts to rain.
Let's go to the pub.
Oh,
So you guys go to the pub and you guys try to get a room.
Yes.
I
Okay.
try to get a room.
just let me sleep.
Valen doesn't.
I didn't ask for any of this.
So Valkyr, the barkeep, says, "Sure, we've got plenty of rooms available. 2 gold each a night."
Shit, no. I'll give you 1 gold and that'll link back.
Duriel smiles and he taps Valen on the shoulder. Tonight, your room is on me.
I don't want to sleep with him.
Not my room. I'll pay
Can
for
I-
your room.
Oh, okay.
Can I-
Yeah. All right. Never mind.
Can
Yes.
I offer my services as a wonderful instrumentalist
Sure,
in return for free board?
Ooh,
I could
good
do that.
idea.
We've got a crowd in here and there's no music. Lyric is passed out drunk in the corner. Usually he gives us some music.
Lyric. I forgot about lyric.
That works awesome.
Yeah, lyric is a pint for a midget. That's a lot.
I'll go ahead and pay the full price for the room. Can I get a free meal with that?
You get a basic meal. We've got stew tonight. That all right?
Fantastic.
Perfect. Okay, we'll end it there with Tegan's music playing.
Okay,
Yay.
I'm keeping track. I'm keeping track of my gold. Should I be doing that too?
Yeah, that's
I am.
fine.
I've got
Yeah.
15 gold right now.
That's fine. That helps me because I'm not keeping track of your gold.
Yeah, I've got 18 gold.
I've got 100 gold.
Where did you get 100 gold?
Inattentiveness. Ooh, I like the
That's
outro
Tegan's music.
movie.
That's Tegan's music. I don't have anything else.
Ooh, T, I didn't know liars could do this. This is fantastic.
Actually,
no.
this is a beautiful.
It's a pan flute.
And flute. Okay.
I'm doing like the cool. I'm like beatboxing while playing my pamphlet.
Can you act that out for us?
Yes, please, T.
Wait.
Sleepy time.
Okay, well I can definitely see the appeal of this. This is a lot of fun.
Did you have fun?
Sorry about the rough start. You know,
No,
trying to
I
get
mean,
my
it happens, it
feet and
happens.
Trying to figure out how to gamble.
Thank you guys for watching. Nobody watched. Who am I kidding?